Welcome everybody.
Hi, I'm Random Machine. I've held the world record in this game for almost 6 years. And I'm going to be doing a run of Watch Dogs 1, the very first game in the series.
Yeah, and in a category called any percent, and I'm fiku TM or just fiku TV Gaming, whichever goes by. I can usually change my name, but I also run this game, and yeah, I will be commentating today's match, so we'll see how it goes. And we're ready about here, just jumping into the game. Once we skip this cutscene here, and Random Machine gets control of Aiden, and
There, I should start already.
yeah, let's start about now. Just aim down this guy, and yeah, we're gonna spam F here just to do this melee attack here a bit quicker. And Watch Dogs is like a GTA 5 clone in some sense, because it's like a third-person control character, and there's also hacking elements and collecting loot, etc. And I know driving in this game is also kinda, in some sense, take some features from GTA 5. So we're gonna skip past these two cops here by just taking cover, avoiding their detection there. It's gonna be running up here, having your phone up just to be ready to hack this camera here.
Looks like it unlocks from the other side.
It's about these minor things here. It's gonna wait down this prompt to say hack the camera. Then smoothly go through here. Try to spam Q as fast as you can see the other camera pointing towards it. Gonna hack the door opening there. And we're gonna want to pick up this small gadget here just to create this tutorial hacking component here. And throw it in the wall as soon as you can, and hack it immediately.
Hey you, sir.
Going around that cop, no need to wait for any longer, just going around, taking cover smoothly and untaking cover immediately as you go there. Taking cover in this game is kind of weird, because you have two separate keys of entering cover and leaving cover.
Major distraction.
So here's some dialogue displays, and
I thought you wanted to keep
let's let it play without trying to even skip it. I don't know if there's any way to do that, but
serious firewall.
Right now.
most likely not. And
Can you find me the nearest access?
already looking towards the camera right there,
Well, you'll need to find someone with
getting ready to hack it,
Security guard should have access.
to access the access point.
You got an evacuation plan, right? Of course we do. Good, we need to get moving on it.
That'll do it.
We're not gonna
There you go, we get this key from the security guy, then just immediately hack this key to hack that thing, and go into his weapon menu, and it quickly flashed there. It was the blackout or whatever, when the lights just go out. It's one of the hacking features in this game. It lowers drastically the detection of any enemies, as well as disables their electric devices, as EMPs usually do. Here is just gonna be running down here without getting seen by any of the cops in the main hall. It's a forced cutscene that plays here,
Where are you, Jordy?
and not much you can do here. You're just gonna take cover a couple times just to like try to go a small bit faster as you could. And we will not be taking the car given to us by the game on the hideout spot, but we'll take this closest car here, and simultaneously seeing how cops spawn around the map in the new map. It's gonna be trying to avoid their detection. We're gonna escape their search area as fast as possible by dodging these two roadblocks here. Going from the side here, sidewalk, smoothly. Oh, well,
Got unlucky with the bounce.
yeah, didn't get seen there. That's pretty nice. And going out of bounds here from the search area before it expands. reloading at checkpoints puts us to the safe house right next to it, so that's super convenient. So there's some checkpoint exploitation in this game. Just gonna run down here to our safe house, skipping the cutscene, taking some system hacking components and other items which we need throughout the run, like unstable chemical components for explosives, etc. And meanwhile, just waiting for this dialogue here to play.
Give me time.
Just opening this menu here to get all this some skills here. We've got to purchase some skills immediately, and there's the first split done by just purchasing the bare minimums which we need throughout the speedrun. Some useful skills. Just gonna skip this sleep tutorial here. I had to do it twice.
Anywhere.
And,
I don't know if you know that, but I skipped the bad animation by going into the sleep menu the second time.
Oh, right.
Okay.
That's one of the
Yeah, it's a new strat, yeah.
Yeah. And this cutscene here is skippable nowadays, but we're not allowed to skip this since it's part of the original run. We had this, what would you call it, cutscene skipper, which allows you to skip the very first prologue cutscene at the very start.
Yeah, a mod.
Yeah, I don't know, it's like a couple minutes at least, so that's pretty nice. So just watching here, the unskippable cutscene of Aiden getting traumatized, and yeah. Can't really explain the lore here, but yeah, old game.
Sick of remembering it that way.
So just taking cover here swiftly
Tiny face pressing the window.
to another,
Someone's coming over.
not tutorial, but just, I don't know,
Wobbly dead.
spectating his neighbors from the cameras.
I need to get my mind off things. Lucky for me, this city's full of distractions. And they can't hide from me.
And immediately when we gain control of this character, after 3D cameras, gonna look for people around this area who have like potential hacking stuff by just profiling them with this phone feature. It's gonna go like when you like swap around those characters, like it makes more of those hacking things pop up, even though you have already profiled them. But I don't know, it just kind of tricks the game.
It's out of control.
Think that it's another person. There you go.
One today.
Potential hack crime scene. You throw a grenade there to like you see the blue circle there in the map. Now it disappeared, so that allows us to skip this profile side mission where you like had to chase down criminals and stuff like that. That's pretty neat. Times I'm just gonna prematurely already exit this mission area, catching this really fast car here. I don't know if this was just good RNG or how often this would spawn. And
Hey, I know, the party's...
wanting to avoid hitting too many pets here, since we threw that nade there. There's I don't know, increased alertness of some cops, so you like commit more crimes and then you might get cops called for you. And you really need this phone call to come through to trigger this next mission.
Got out. Look, if you need some wheels, give me a call. I'll set you up.
Pre-owned cars.
And in this game we exploit this unskippable very first mission cutscene by just reloading the mission itself. And it gives us the first checkpoint right after the cutscene, which hasn't played.
How old are you today?
Just going through here, skipping some more cutscenes.
I was back here. It was Lena's birthday.
If you want, you could manage some inventory here and
We all did.
pick up this
You missed all the
painkillers
fun
if you
the kids
want.
are playing vigilante,
For some
imitating that guy
additional
they were
loot.
talking about on TV.
Let me guess. Jax was the vigilante.
No, they were all the vigilante.
Walking around this house, preparing for the
Make a mean bad guy.
Lena's dialogue skip, which is initiated by just going in and out of her like I don't know how it works like in game, but
Sick as dogs, but Dad insists.
sort of like how the dialogue would play out. It's like goes out of bounds and goes back in.
I'll burn
So
lopsided.
if this is timed correctly, it will skip a fairly
Things, but
sizable portion of her dialogue.
listen to me, I'm rambling.
So
Listen,
kind of lengthy
trace this.
monologue by Lena.
I know where you live. How are the locks?
No, my bad, Nikki.
Who is this? Why are you calling?
Do you feel safe?
So random machine got it there pretty instantly, just going in the backyard for hacking components which are right outside that fence or hedge.
See how safe you
Then
trace your call.
walking there, which avoids the unskippable cutscene, allows you to set up for this criminal who you would normally need to chase down, but since we are speedrunners, we already got in this car to block his exit, and we can just immediately shoot him once we spawn in game after the cutscene. Very conveniently, and then we could just hack him immediately and
You're paying me that much.
swap for a faster car, which
I'll mention the locks.
spawns in every time. It's consistent spawn. Oh,
That's the point.
unfortunate vehicle targeting, but
This asshole harass Nikki.
there you go. And if I'm not misremembering, this is one of the fastest vehicles in the game.
Did you get anywhere with
And
this? Any of those
I don't know. This is very convenient for traveling
They're taking you out.
for the outer portion of the city,
Okay. Well, I need your
called the Loop or something like that.
He's my best client. Wait, what am I looking at here?
It's from a guy who threatened my family. I want to know who hired him.
Well, the call came from somewhere in the Loop district. But that's as far as I can.
And we're gonna pre-travel to a good position where we can create this thing called coin mini game. And what coin mini games allows us to do is to teleport around the map, depending on where you have placed them, by just clicking on test this mini game, and if you name your mini games
Someone
any way you want, but you just gotta remember their positions. You can just teleport around the map, and what the random machine did there is like skip dialogue by jumping out of the car. Self-harm will skip your own dialogue, and that also needs to be timed fairly well to actually skip from the correct point, and random machine knows this by heart, so
behind their CTO.
I just gave this bunker teleporter there, name letter A. Up next we're gonna
If CTOS doubles their
skip this
I better
part of the mission beginning by, we don't need to purchase any guns, we can just spook the shopkeeper, and we can just continue to the next portion of hacking the CTOS center of the city. And what CTOS centers are kinda, it's like intro to a new continent of the city, or intro to a new place where we haven't been before, to access like a hacker network or whatever you would call that. And this was pretty convenient to go all the way back here where you see the cameras inside.
gotta find out.
And since we know the guy who has the head code,
I want that voice.
we can immediately hack the cameras, and it's kinda hard how fast it goes. Just hacking minigames here. This already, he knows this really well, how to like turn those pipes there to get the blue code going through.
I'm hacked in.
It did that really well.
What? You mean
And
you're in the
that's really swiftly done. And now we're just gonna wait for this dialogue here.
We speak. You've got your access, and I've got mine. Profiler system's online. Everybody's nasty little secrets at the click of a button.
Yeah,
This thing's highlighting
freaking Wolfie. Yeah, good point. That's kind of funny.
some of this.
keep an eye out for
And we'll just hear this phone call from Bad Boy, one of our hacker friends, who also helps us
I mean, a lot of noise.
with some hackerman stuff.
track your caller. All the
And just gives a tutorial on player attacks and other mini games, which we don't care about as speedrunners. We're just gonna exit this enemy search area, and there's the mission done. Moving to the next mission, we're gonna pick up a guy who has been ambushed, but before that we get like this sort of fake dynamic way of like player hacking, but it's only the tutorial, which is actual bot in this online hacking thing. Another one of these Ubisoft tutorials here, where we gotta kill one of the network invaders.
His job will have to wait.
Those are called fixers, or like kind of like hitman, but I don't know, it's a weird name. So this guy is always consistent, spawns into the same place. I'm in some trouble killing him, but oh, got it down there. And skipping this tutorial shit again. Oh, my bad.
Well, someone's taking an interest in me.
And
They work for a page.
yeah, there you go. We got it. We got the tutorial part of the mission done. So I can move on to the actual proper mission.
I remember right.
And we won't get any of these online evasions throughout the run, since we're playing on an older patch and in offline mode. So that's pretty convenient.
Oh, my grid connection's down.
Well, we go into this tutorial to immediately skip it, and Aiden says that his grid connection is down. And we know immediately where this mission starts. We're gonna restart the mission. Allow us to skip past the very first cutscene, looking around for any sort of decent cars. Going for your best option here.
Managed to interrupt a nighttime invasion on a manufacturing plant.
And
one assailant died at the scene, while one remains at large. Expect delays within Parker's.
optimally routing our way to a guy who was getting ambushed here. It's like another one of those tutorials for a cop search area, which we already are very aware of how it works. So I can just immediately drive to the place without trying to even avoid these detection areas, since it's almost impossible to get a scene here.
Squad to all units, CTOS scan initiated.
And then just taking this route here and pressing Q to hack immediately. Skipping that cutscene there. Pressing escape for the prompt or tutorial part. And no, basically these cops don't see us, but they're still like looking for us, and gotta escape this area. This is a roadblock here, which we can try to avoid from going from the very far side, which random managed to do there. The detection goes really high there, but there's a bug where they can see you, but most of the time you can escape fine from going very far on the sidewalk.
They said you were good. You did.
Just bashing our way throughout these poles and other debris for this mission checkpoint.
Quinn runs the show.
Skipping more cutscenes of Lucky Queen.
Assholes have been preying on Chicago since before I was born.
It has a monologue here. Pretty sure Aiden's own monologue can't be skipped. It's only like when you're in phone calls with somebody else, where you can skip your own dialogue.
His phone calls are talking to someone else in person.
Yeah, exactly. And already driving towards the next mission here.
You thought I'd be okay working for the...
While waiting for Jordy's voice call, and there you go. Skipping a portion of the dialogue there.
I can hook you up with my guy. He'll find you better driving gigs if you want.
Yeah, sure.
Who says no to extra cash, right?
And also steering your car a bit there, to not let the car go super far away when you enter again. But there you go, not much else you can skip there dialogue wise. Just another prompt and mission is done. We have about, I don't know how many seconds, like probably like 20 seconds until next mission begins, and we can easily make our way towards the start of this very next mission. There you go, restarting the mission, skipping the cutscene again. More cutscene skipping. And we are going to be taking this bike here. This is a very good maneuverability. There you go, we just purchased a couple skills there, which are really useful. Like helicopter disable and blackout and barriers. Blackouts and chopper disables are really nice. They allow us to escape the enemies kind of easily. We're just gonna fully enter here, trying to not get killed on these guys. Might to shoot a couple guys.
Looks like underground.
Got that
Start there. Hey, I'm sorry I was...
checkpoint there.
I know
Going through these cameras here, since those guys which we saw earlier can chase us down here. Got the code from the same guy, it's always consistent who he is. Already being on this guy's camera to know how these guys work is like they work in cycles, how they move around. There you go, setting up these hacks here, doing them fairly fast, and already made it through the hacking portion. I'm gonna steal this guy's information there and then immediately reloading checkpoint, not the mission, because that would be timers. Allows us to clear this area of the enemies and probably skip some dialogue or something like that.
Cops are scared.
We gonna pick up another system key hacking component. Here you go, skip me some more dialogue. Unfortunately, car got blown up. Not a big issue here, since we can just use this jam gums here. Unfortunately, one of them is kind of following him from behind, but we'll see if we'll manage to do the escape here somewhat. So basically, jam gums jam those search areas which police put on this minimap, as you can see from the yellow area, and sometimes really hard to escape them, and there's a way where you can like disable it at the very start, and that detection area just goes down, and you don't get any of those moving circles, which are kind of like the hardest part. This should be good here, no more yellow circles should go through, and there you go. Already, render machine already drove his way towards the start of this next mission, which is very convenient, immediately on the checkpoint. And skipping the first portion of the mission already by reloading the mission. Do a little parkour here to reach this hacking box or whatever it's called, signal source. Going through his camera while jumping off is a very nice movement there. And then just like clearing out this way of these cameras to get these other checkpoints or whatever CTO has boxes, and we're gonna parkour our way back here, and yeah, more hacking here, hacking minigames. So these are always the same, and they behave kind of in the same way.
Bellwether.
And you can just memorize these by heart, so you already don't even have to think about how much you turn those.
I knew you'd find me. You always were one for a mystery.
There you go, I'm just gonna hijack this phone call here to see what's up with Damien.
I hope you don't mind the games. Wanted to see if you'd lost your edge.
Probably the main villain in this game, and in the intro or prologue, the story sets up for this Damien character.
But we're about to be interrupted.
Somewhat.
Find me. I'll pick someplace nice.
Why would he harass my sister? We haven't spoken since.
Yeah, no worries, Squishy. Yeah, the story unravels here, and he'll set some guys after us, which we need to escape. And obviously we want to do it as fast as possible, which is just like trigger a blackout by disabling the detection of those enemies as well as their electronics. And meanwhile we're leaving this area, we're gonna pick up a sniper rifle, which comes in very handy a bit later on throughout the run. If you get seen by these guys, it doesn't matter that much, since we'll escape these guys who came here by walking. And there you go, we trigger this blackout immediately before the next batch of enemies spawn in the map, which are clueless now, hopefully. There you go. Now you get this church area in the minimap, as you can see. From that white area, it's as far as they can search you before they extend their range. There you go, escape is done, and we, at the same time, we made our way towards this next part of this mission. Very conveniently, all the way to the next objective point, where Damien wanted to meet us originally. Skipping some cutscenes again. And also we happen to have a car here.
And I taught him how to do the same.
Pretty nice.
People can be more vulnerable than their systems. We were a strong team.
We're gonna make our way, waiting for this monologue to play, to a train station. Train stations allow you to teleport around the map to other train stations, which is just very nice. Fire GTA game. Yeah, the premise is like everything in the city is hackable and I don't know, safe, but spoiler, it's not that safe, since it's a lot of hackers and stuff like that. Yeah, random machine, which Watch Dogs do you find the most fun to speedrun, in your personal opinion?
This one, Watch Dogs 1.
Yeah. So doing another minigame there. Those coin minigames, again, if I didn't say it already, allow you to teleport around the map even more. And we need another one here for other mission later on in the game, almost at the very end. And we'll go for this next mission here. Conveniently we get a bike there. That's a good spawn table most of the time, where bikes tend to spawn. Bikes are one of the best vehicles in this game to travel around. They're very maneuverable and just turn nicely.
Yeah, I just like this game because it has a lot of strats, a lot of skips.
Yeah. Even though I haven't speedrun the other Watch Dogs games, I kinda tend to agree with that. And then we're gonna teleport to checkpoint we just made here. Very nicely. To train station. From coin game to train station to teleport to another train station here. And now we are fairly close to another mission beginning. We just gotta look for another bike here, since that's one of the primary ways you can do this mission speedrunner wise. Got pretty lucky here with the spawn tables, got another bike fairly quickly. It's another one of these newer strats. No need to drive all the way from the last mission to here. But sometimes you can get unlucky with the bikes there. This time we will not be skipping this intro cutscene for this mission, since skipping that cutscene at the very start of every mission clears all your personal belongings, like vehicles. No, not belongings, just only your vehicle which you brought to the mission. And since we want to keep this bike, we can really skip that cutscene, or it's not worth it. Just parking here strategically for climbing this balcony and immediately skipping it again, where Jordy has done some fun stuff on the rooftop.
Useless.
And quick U-turn here works, and we'll make our way towards this next area where enemies are patrolling this train yard.
They're about to fake a prison.
And there's a very tight jump which random machine just made work, where it didn't hit your light. Didn't hit your head in that pole. And parking here is gonna... Oh. Yeah, that parking here is sometimes a bit sketchy, not to get killed by those guys who see you. But could enter this bike here immediately. So we grabbed the AK there, which is a pretty good AR in the beginning of the game, since we don't have time to go shopping for guns. And
You need to get moving.
also we got another system hacking component which we need for these blackouts and other stuff. And if this blackout was early enough, these enemies should probably start losing him at some point throughout this blackout, once they don't have sight on him anymore. There you go. Got it done optimally, and escape range is really good for, yeah, it's in general escaping, but also for the very next mission. It starts right around the corner. So again, immediately knowing where the next mission spawns, just F, restart mission to skip the cutscene. And in this mission, the premise is just to look for a look for a character who has contacts with one of the prison escorts.
That's a start.
And we find this guy out in the middle of this plaza.
Okay, Elena, you're up.
Which is always consistent and same character, so it's not really confusing. Profiling around these guys. Sometimes you can get lucky and find system hacking components from these guys, but most of the time it's not worth bothering that.
Okay, thank you, man. Wait for it.
So, since we did the first part of the call, we'll begin the second part of the call, but we can actually skip the second part of the phone call by hacking another phone call. It's kind of like skips the first phone call. It's very weird how it skips the dialogue, but that's just how it works. Getting another consistent bike here, which always spawns.
What's my name?
Maneuvering around here, just going straight for the prison escort, which we need to stop before it reaches its destination. Which it won't reach because
tracking his GPS.
We speedrun so fast and already greet him before halfway. Just watching out for this traffic here can sometimes be a little bit frisky, as Crucial likes to say. Making it through fine here. This highway, just stopping before this escort so you have time to pull out your AK. There you go. And using this very scuffed Michael's power from GTA 5 to kill off these guys here, and one guy is somewhere. Can't exactly see where, but
I don't have to kill that guy.
yeah, he wasn't one of the main guys we need to kill. So a lot of pedestrians like to call cops on you, but you can skip that by doing another one of those jam cons, which jam all the connections, like phone calls, police phone calls, and other stuff.
You still have contact?
So basically, we're gonna drive towards the next mission again, which starts from the prison.
Of course you are. Why the hell?
And
this witness?
yeah, very conveniently, get destroyed this phone call, which starts the next mission. Restarting the mission once again, which is patterns emerging here. Doing it almost every time. Spamming spacebar to skip another cutscene.
I already told you, man.
And no, it's wait for these cards just to move around. the optimal positions where we can access more hacking points throughout this prison cell system. So most of these guards here have cameras, and we can just go through them to get a advantage point on our next hacking objective. And their movement is consistent, and always they like follow same routes. There's a system hacking component there, which we truly need throughout this run. And if you have any extra, they always come in handy for a bit more harder escapes if you don't do them correctly or have forgotten other pickups. So hacking that computer there unlocks our cell.
You in here. This was your mistake.
Plus just escape this area of the map.
Solitary. I can't get you out.
I'm gonna find the inmate schedule. I'll be in touch.
Getting those inmate schedule notes there. Putting detection of one of these guards. And so here you wanna spook this other guard to, I don't know, make this go a bit faster. And also you get a shotgun, which is very nice. Stacking through here.
This guy had his own Picasso ink all over.
Always the same way.
Ugly.
That was very fast. And this guy's always chilling here. Next to the wall, getting bullied by guards. And not much you can do here except just like select the correct camera from the top view, and not triggering any of the other voice lines, which some guards have, like voice memos or stuff like that, that actually delays the primary dialogue here playing.
Better reach him fast before they kill him. That's a problem.
So now when we have tackled the first guard, it's way easier just to like what was kind of close, trigger this elevator here and catching some more system hacking components. Reloading autosave skips off some part of that exiting of that elevator. Skipping through that area, unlocking the doors. Enemy shotgun nearby. Just going around killing these guys using this Michael style slow motion of combat. Swapping for SMG to kill one of these not boss enemies, but like more tankier ones. So holding down this power and just going for headshots primarily.
I'm in trouble.
Kills him with less than one clip or one magazine. And just hacking your way here. Spacebar for some cutscenes.
You're eager to get out of there? There's a care package on its way for you.
Where?
Don't worry, you'll see.
And just making through here. Now, we have up next we have a part of escaping this prison. When we have some high patrol cops after us, gonna grab, hack that gate there for our escape. Gonna kill a couple nearby cops here, and within our way of escaping. And we have the skill to disable choppers, which is very nice. And if this is done correctly, we should start losing the cops here. Yep. We almost got 3 seen, but it happened to work out. Because the chopper is the primary thing what sees you on that rooftop. And now we can just escape this area, get a bike immediately for the next mission. Which is also a very key mission to have bike for. Which happened to spawn in around a good spot. Right next to the exit area of the search area. And that allows us to speed our way towards another one of these missions. In the speedrun we are playing on an older patch and in offline mode, so we don't do any online evasions, which just slow us down and also can slow us. I don't know, it's additional stuff which we don't really need. So immediately beginning this next mission here, gotta be careful with this bike parkour entering that area, because you can easily like fall off the edge there with the bike. And we do not skip that cutscene there. It allows us to keep our bike, which we brought to this mission, which we truly need. So we're gonna escape that area, or just like go away from the primary mission area. Random machine just waited a second there, just to not leave the area too early for mission fail. And if you pull this off the right way, you will not mission fail by exiting the area, and we're already flying way ahead of the area where you should normally just wait to look at the television. This camera is very annoying. You can't really turn it the right way where you're going. Automatically locks you down to look at the TV. But we're already all the way here towards Nikki's house. And Nikki and Jack got kidnapped or something. And just gonna skip this cutscene again and
Damien doesn't have him.
Try to save Jackson.
I hope he's got his tablet.
Or just Jax, I don't know which one is his real name.
Oh shit, someone's after him.
Yeah, Jackson, yep. So he's getting train ambushed, and I know we can swap bikes around here for a faster one, or one without any damage.
Yes, but
I need that right now. How do I do it?
it's locked.
Going around here automatically stops us here.
It's a zero-day exploit.
It's very nice.
You won't recognize the hack, but it only works once.
Send it now.
So there also is train hacking, which allows us to
Meet me at the Al Motel later.
stop trains, or no, I don't know if it allows to stop trains, but at least to like if they're stopped,
Jackson moving and away from these guys.
make them like go forwards,
Check every car.
which we will do here. And also we gotta kill some of these fixers, so these bad guys here who are likely to report us or to call backups, who will also change us down and give us more enemies spawning. There you go, that's a clean snipe on the last one of the last another bullets there.
Take him out.
So waiting there for some of these guys to spawn in makes us the escape a bit easier, hopefully. There you go, now you can see the search area in the map, and by exiting the area ends the search from the enemies, and conveniently going through this railway here. We're already close to this next point, and we have some downtime here just to like search for some system hacking components or finish the stuff like that. But most of the time you can't really find good stuff, like it's kind of like phone calls and text messages, which I use as, or some memos which they have. And you gotta be careful around here not to like get run over by a train. That also can happen. You can just kill yourself, unfortunately. There you go, you make it in the train, skipping this cutscene here, kinda has to play for a bit before skipping it. Our bike gets saved here, and we're in a very good spot to create another minigame for another mission later on throughout this speedrun here. Yeah, minigame, that bike underneath the bridge is always the same, which is a very good spot. So we can also pick up the same bike later on when we teleport there later.
I need to.
So we had to buy some system hacking components here, but actually we don't need to, since if you pick enough stuff up there, we don't really need to restock our components. So after that, you can teleport another train station area. Also do this a bit faster than regular.
I got no CTOS access there. Yeah, I better hack the district control center first.
There you go. Spotting for any sort of cars here.
Fluids check, the works.
Or you can just like also request vehicles, which unlock once you've entered them. Like it's very nice here. Also creating more minigames for later on throughout the speedrun. It's a very good spot for a mission with Jordy and C-Force. Yeah, still keeping your menu up here, just to not get any news broadcast in between, which cancels out on creating any sort of coin minigames. That's why I gotta keep this menu here. Dropping another minigame right there. And being careful not to spawn in this mission too early. Or actually vice versa. Hacking around with these cameras to get this hacking component. I mean, to get that code for this CTOS checkpoint, which we need to explore this area. And CTOS checkpoints usually have a bit easier hacks, which random machine did there flawlessly. And this unlocks us the area for outer missions and stuff like that. And now we can make our way towards next mission now in this new region. Also holding up our menu here allows us to avoid unskippable cutscene, which automatically should play after that area unlocking. And we already know where the next mission will spawn in, so we'll try our best to start the next mission without this cutscene playing before we do so. And there you go. We're starting mission. Allows us to skip more cutscenes and just run off right here towards the mission area, where we're gonna sneak around this building, which we can do so pretty nicely. And I guess you can use AK here since there's not too many other guards spotting you. Picking up some more system hacking components like electronic parts and chemical parts. Hacking this computer here.
Nice to meet you.
For this robot racing phone call.
You the Pierce woman. The woman, yes. I told you not to go for the kid. Did you think I'd actually pay you more? Now you've complicated things. Who's this guy after me? Did you send him?
We're gonna just wait for this phone call to just go through.
Should have warned you about it.
And
Help me, or I'll tell him.
even though we didn't get spotted going to this area of the mission, we still get reinforced troops getting called after us, which is a bit unpleasant, but it's a pretty easy way of dealing with them. There's one immediately explosion there. It's very frustrating because you just power around this place with those fences broken. And we can purchase some more slowdown skills here with sniper. Allows us to slow us time even more, just like Michael's power in GTA 5. So sniping your way, don't move your crosshairs, slows down time even more. So
wasn't I clear?
Sniping that guy and then just escaping the area and escaping phone call dialogue from Damien, or skipping the dialogue from yourself, put in the Damien phone call, and going back towards this area where enemies now have despawned, but all the loot, like proximity mines and other electronical parts, still stay, which we can pick up right now for throughout the run, which we are likely to need. Conveniently mission ended. Next mission is teleportable, where you can just like go without
planning this for a while.
even driving there. So that's very nice. Since this is your safe house. Safe houses in most games are teleportable.
Where's your car?
Quick shot there, and this mission is primarily about the shootout with these enemies or fixers who are invading your house.
The target is trapped.
There's a lot of flinching in this game, and the aiming mechanic is very weird, because it's kind of like it's a weird port where it like flickers even when you try to aim as precisely as you can. It's not even like predictable flinch where you can like aim downwards more. So triggering those explosive patches in the ground explodes the car, and all the 4 enemies. Grenade there. It's a C2S box, which is also explosive one. So just killing all these guys here, using your power keeps the outline of the enemies, and trying to see if there's any more. One sniper down there.
I'll finish here.
Actually one more in the alley, but don't think that matters, since Claire tries to escape now herself, and killing some more enemies here, and hopefully Claire makes it to the car before exiting the mission area yourself. And meanwhile you're exiting the area, you're also exiting the escape range. There you go.
Are you okay?
Of course I'm not okay. God. Who are you?
I don't know how to...
I know a place where we can talk.
Very swift dialogue here. Quick skip, and then getting really ready to teleport to the bunker coin minigame, which is very good, where the next mission begins too.
Need to find a way inside.
That's very nice. But if you don't bring up your menu in time, you'll get an additional phone call there, which is very slow. It's like 3 minutes. It's like you're better off just like traveling to the mission than just waiting for the whole dialogue to teleport here. So Tobias has locked the bridge where this mission kind of is based off of, where we could find this guy and follow him around.
Somebody's been on that island recently. His name's Tobias Frewer.
Tobias was one of the CTOS pioneers until Bloom fired him. The man is vraiment crazy, or on drugs, maybe both. He lives right near here.
Yes, sir, Dimes team.
Homeless camp.
And in this mission, you're just gonna follow Claire, which is kind of boring since there's not much to do here except like look for people with system hacking components, which is very unlikely because these people most of the time are poor and don't have phones.
Papa used to take me.
Yeah, we can't really do anything to save time here, because if we try to drive a vehicle here, then we can actually fail the mission.
Oh, yeah, that is also true. So, just gonna follow around, and the radius, how far you can go, is like 20 meters. If you go any past that, Claire will stop.
Like one time, I found an old rusted with a regal emperor.
Yeah, there's one place where you can pick up at least one of those hacking components.
He let me keep it. Said it was my door to a magic world.
In like a profile disguise around just for like content. And yeah.
Well, I hope this bunker's real too.
It's real. Police officials say thanks to the
This is yeah, chemical component, as well as on the other side of that tent is the hacking component too.
Mostly black market junk. Sometimes you can find rare schematics if you're lucky.
There you go. System key.
What now?
Someone here knows.
Pick up some electronical parts to Claire. Go to the shop front door, where we don't need to be in her presence and hacking a phone call.
Wait,
while also being next to a car, so you can afford to walk down there, but we also made it in time to this car, actually in the mission area, where the cutscene starts before this timer runs out.
Let's see where you're hiding. There.
So we are ahead of this guy who tries to race us to the location of the Tobias River.
Someone else is trying.
But since we are ahead
It's gotta be
of
fixed.
this van who tries to race us there, we need to just immediately snipe him and go find Tobias solo. So that guy is watching there. You get a really heavy aim assist there, using the scuffed Michael's power to kill
I
this
miss-
guy. And
You want to go alone, don't you?
yeah, it's okay, man.
Right.
Oh no, I get additional enemies here, but you still gotta travel the same distance, and you might be very likely to lose them before you reach him. So that's kind of unfortunate, because if you don't hit the first shot, I guess he calls in extra enemies, but there you go. Escape the mission, church area.
Okay.
But
Poker with Tobias.
that doesn't really matter, since it's the same drive anyway, so it's kind of unfortunate stuff. So just a kind of simple drive towards Tobias's house. It's kind of chill part of this. Not really mid game, but like the end of the early portion, kind of. Couple kind of relaxing missions. So do some bike acrobacy here.
Wait, that
Acrobatics.
failed mission.
What?
Illegal.
Oh, that's very rare.
No, it's fine.
Rare.
Suspect. One.
Yeah, where the... Oh, we still got the checkpoint there. That's very close. I guess the bike actually went inside the bunker or whatever, underground basement.
Deal me in.
That's very weird, but good to know that it can also fail like that. So just gonna chip in here, play some poker. Meanwhile, let's skip some cutscenes and play our hand.
Who are you?
And initiating this Tobias voice line.
Know him.
Relax. Are you Tobias?
None of your business.
I'll take that as a yes.
No, take it as none of your business.
That's a nice attitude. Is that why Bloom fired you?
So, not really skipping this part, even though you're good. Let the Tobias dialogue play out. With this,
Tobias! Stop!
this part of the cutscene triggers and chase begins, and we have a consistent bike spawn around this neighbor's house, where we can just run Tobias over and catch him really easily. There you go, you gotta be careful not to kill him. There you go. And skipping more cutscenes. And there you go, mission is done, where we greeted Tobias and gave him a talk. And he gave us the remote to access the bunker bridge. We teleport towards the bunker coin mini game, which is really convenient since there's not a very good way to get around here. It's kind of far away.
Hell, I guess I'm home.
So we just gotta wait for Ada's monologue
Careful.
before beginning the next mission.
They find him. Who knows what they'll do?
One of my personal favorite missions in this game.
Hey, by the way, Maurice volunteered a location.
So there you go, phone call starts and you can start mission. And very bright sunset there. We could just hack the bridge to make a turnaround and
Had a nice talk.
get another one of these consistent bikes here.
It's real.
I told you.
And you can try to ramp off here towards the
Don't worry.
side of this building, but
And then we have to.
it's very hard or kind of inconsistent, but it's a minor time loss. And just getting on this lift here, making our way towards the top of this building. And yeah, just going through these cameras here, you can just go throughout the fence. It's kind of hard, but you can just do it like that. You gotta trigger this, what would you call this? Like electrical boxes to get enough power for this bunker. And there you go, we did the first one there. Now we gotta go for the other two, which are just this small mini games of moving around cameras to open doors and stuff like that.
Underwater?
This camera placement
One of the buildings.
is always kind of similar, but there's some minor camera RNG where the camera placement is set up. So here we just gonna run off before the crane sets into place. Do it a bit more prematurely to save some time. And triggering another one of these electrical boxes. And now last one to go.
Almost there.
Now wait for this container. It's gonna sometimes a bit buggy, where it like doesn't land fully. This time it did. Making it throughout here, parkouring these cranes, or parkouring these crates more like. And just running off this fence here, not fully landing to the ground where you would die from fall damage, but that fence actually saves us from excessive amount of fall damage where you die. Very tight parkour. Last box, reloading the checkpoint, gives us this point here. Checkpoint, same for all of them. And now we have almost everything. Entered this and using this sort of elevator crane for the bunker entrance, but sometimes it tends to bug out from the ground or the door doesn't let open due to potentially like high FPS or some sort of glitch or artifact with the game. I'm not entirely sure what's the caused by, most likely by FPS range, which I'm not aware of. Or maybe the newer patch too. But I don't know. Grabbing them blackouts from the same way, exiting the building, and now done with this mission here, where you boot up the bunker. Now we can start making our way towards another mission, which is a bit more further away, but you get to pick up this bit nicer muscle car around here.
Well, this is good. He wants me to understand why he did it. You need to reward him with something, okay?
What, like cookie?
I don't know.
And hacking this bridge here. Hopefully there's no boats around, because boats can cancel that bridge turning there, which is a very big inconvenience. Speeding our way here in this nice grass and reflection graphics. So we have arrived at the new spot in the map where we need to get one of these GTOS stations hacked again. It's one of the more smaller ones here. It's gonna kill a couple of guards and the one who has the code for the hacking box. Just moving around there, being careful not to trigger the explosive around the corner, hopefully those guys don't see you. Meantime, they can actually stop this hack here. Got all those pipes turned, and now we got this area hacked and unlocked. And hopefully none of these guys see you and escaping the area again. So moving on towards now the actual mission itself. Also creating a mini game before that, It's a very convenient spot to teleport for a mission later on in the Rocco area. Or for Rocco mission, yeah.
There.
Yeah, Rossi Fremont is the area name.
Never breaking
or one of these or all of these apartment complexes
into their network, and we can get a look inside.
So we take this as a kind of stealth mission. We like kill a couple guards and hack more C2SS lookalike boxes, but without actually doing any of the hacker minigames. Just like tap your phone there and unlock this area.
What does it look like?
These guys have very little visibility, so you can like blatantly just run past them without them really seeing you, since
these people,
I guess their detection is more down because it's kind of like nighttime, and also we're playing on the easy difficulty, if I'm correct, render machine.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, their detection and damage output is a bit more lower, so that's very useful for speedrunning. And getting this last box here done, and then just the primary tower itself. And this mission didn't have that much else, like
seriously underestimating the vice
content-wise.
These guys know what they're doing.
So things just got more complicated.
But
yeah. Now I'm worried about what we'll find inside.
Thankfully, not getting seen by any of those guys there is pretty nice. Not much you can speed up here or do differently.
Tap in and see what Rossi Fremont's hiding.
And we'll take this car given to us in the Viceroy gang to escape this area and prepare for some more loss skipping.
That should do it.
For the voice call or phone call.
Speaking to Rossi Fremont now.
But
for all of this, you really came through.
Hey.
I sometimes go look around for other vehicles because
no.
This van is very slow, or this car is very slow to accelerate back to speed, where you jump off the car instead of like just open the door and get out.
Okay, I'll see you soon.
There you go, we got this mission done here. Welcome Darian to Hunter. And now when we have bunker unlocked, we can just teleport there now, since it's one of our safe houses now. And begin this next mission, which is a lot around just doing a lot of camera work in the Rossi Fremont complex.
Alright, let's
skip some more cutscenes here and accent this computer. So, not too much you can do here. It's like the fastest way you can get around here is by just like doing these hacking mini games and just going through these cameras.
I don't see an easy way.
Just gonna get this elevator here, which we can wait for, and sometimes look for system hacking components, which sometimes tend to happen. Or nowadays in the speedrun you don't need money, but sometimes you get some.
World record is 3:21:51.
Yeah, that's the time.
Oh, I messed up the skipping.
Yeah, that's like a very tight margin of error where you can like skip this camera spot, but you can still get this the other way.
Yeah, that's right. I got you. Oh, you ain't shit, motherfucker. I'll beat you in the R
Yeah, the pace is really good throughout this run so far. No major mistakes. There you go, some hacking minigames, more of those fun ones, and just navigating throughout these cameras, seeing all the mess these guys have created here.
Watching me again? So what, you want some?
This is one of the guys who we need to be on right over here. He kind of takes his own time by just standing in places and before we get to the optimal spot where we need this camera to be.
Word of my balls, nigga, fuck that. Got this? You want more?
There. The IP.
Alright, this is where I take a break, so I'll be right back.
There's a card.
Yeah, it's one of the not even cutscenes, just like where you could have followed this event.
Keys hidden.
Well, actually it is a cutscene, but it's one of those unskippable ones. So I'm just gonna drink some water with you, and if you want, you can watch this little thing unfold without seeing the characters on screen.
What are you doing with that I told you? I just thought that this shit won't fly. You remember Grandma's bulldog? That ugly little fuck. Fathead. Always came running when you hollered for him, right? But always kept pissing on the floor, too. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. No, you don't. Listen. It costed me business.
Yeah, thanks Storm Fire Twister, sorry. It's already almost 4 AM for me, so I'm a tiny bit tired, but
Business.
I'll get this run done.
Quinn!
I put you in charge of merchandise and security.
Yeah, thanks man. I'll relay this message for Random Machine once I get back. Probably taking a nice piece break here in the middle.
All my guests, listen, we'll talk this out at the auction.
Just not too much going on. Some story development again with Bedbug and
Leprechaun can suck my lucky charm.
Mr. Iraq.
Yo, it's a weasel, man.
Alright, I'm back.
Yeah, welcome back. This is one of these AFK parts where more story parts unveil. Some brutal stuff happen here. Beating a guy to death with a suitcase.
Anything else?
But this cutscene is almost done, so after that, there's not too much else in this mission itself.
I don't see how you could get on the compound. Never mind near that room.
So
Even the security.
we can just wait for another one of these
Bedbug.
dialogues between Claire and Aiden.
Why should he
Which is kind of unskippable, but doesn't last us very long.
Makes that mistake, I'll be recording. Nothing like blackmail to change someone's tune.
After that has played, we can just like exit the bunker and head for the next mission around the corner, where we're just hacking stuff.
Device? How did you get this number?
So we get this pickup car here, or pickup truck, but we can swap for this auto car around here, kind of like a BMW look-alike. And also pre-hack the bridge there before this boat gets there, because as I already said, boats disturb bridge turning hack because they're blocking its direction. And this car will do us fine. It's not one of the fastest, but this goes certainly fast enough for us. Rather than the pickup truck.
I'll show you where the sales went down, but you'll have to do the digging. Here's the deal, though. I want
First, making it through this part of the map while the phone call is going on.
You will.
Just make it in time for the
I can keep Damon.
next mission again.
I can find Nikki. I'll slip up. I know Damon.
Don't they job for Tyrone? If I'm not misremembering, but
I need bedbug.
yeah, and there's this hack here, which is it's very interesting because it sometimes tends to bug out if you don't do it fast enough or clear the pets in the area. It's like you gotta do it really fast, like Random Machine is doing here. Otherwise, you fail it after like 10 seconds, which he got it done before the 10-second time window closes, and bedbug dies for no reason. It's like a very nasty bug in this patch, or just in this game in general. Yeah, there's a couple of workarounds for that hack. If you can't do it in underneath 10 seconds, is by going to FPS, like around 30 FPS, just to avoid him bugging out from the ground, or killing and spooking all the pets in the area. So that also gets rid of that mission fail. It's a very ugly softlock.
Yeah, I'm on way. I gotta go, Grandma. Love you.
So just following this bedbug guy around to lead us towards one of these Viceroy gang areas.
I can dig up on you.
And meanwhile, we can't really do much. We can try to look for some sort of system keys, but I doubt you can find too many around here.
Good? Yeah, B, let's roll. Why's the rack doing all this?
And primary thing you can do here is like
You go in as a friend.
upgrade skills or swap for vehicles or any other bikes you have here, because bikes are really good.
You know what they're buying. You control it. Anybody step out of line?
Okay, do you know the glitch on this mission?
You gonna put in a good word for me?
Yeah, but you could maybe assist on explaining some of the parts once we get there.
I wanna be a shot caller, dude.
But
I try your ass well.
yeah, I don't know. I guess we could explain once it actually unfolds and not beforehand.
True, but
So we'll just wait for these guys and follow them around for a bit.
listen up, for real. You wanna move up? I ain't supposed to say nothing.
So I'm gonna drive into the area and spawn enemies early, and then kill a couple guys. That will activate a glitch. That takes like 3 to 4 minutes.
So loud. Damn, man, they expect
Yeah, save us a lot of time for following bedbug around with these cameras by placing a couple of traps around this area.
no.
And I don't know exactly how it works to get the early phone call, but
Himself. I know, because I helped him bury the bodies.
it's very precise movement there, not to get spotted by the spawning enemies.
I'll say whatever I want.
And you can take this one guy around on the very edge there.
Around your ass, fam.
Meanwhile, trying not to lose sight the
Nail him after. Here's the
SUV there,
bedbug will be buried in lead.
and driving the bike out of the way, and going for this very yeah, you gotta place down this distraction widget there for this strat to work, and
So I'm looking away from the camera here to make Bedbug move a different route. He takes a shortcut.
yeah,
Thanks, man.
and
Always, though, big.
you don't wanna also lose him, so you gotta swap around with these cameras.
Yeah, I see that he went straight from his cart over to there.
Yeah, he didn't go for the first speaking part there at the very start. The It's very interesting that you didn't get the prompt of losing him, even you were looking away though.
Shot down in front of his mom. Got the card? Yeah, B. Pin number 2.
And just going for another system hacking opponent here on this very edge. And then just waiting for Bedbug to arrive here and for the certain section of the dialogue to play where you're
Yo, check it. He's on the move. Sup, V's? May I talk to Lil Juice?
yeah, start the trap or attract the trap.
Mother may I? Fuck me, man. Making a round? Yep.
So I killed the guy that comes over there attracted by the lure, and it should
What do you think?
get the phone call.
Expect anything? No.
Yeah.
Like the club don't trust Iraq no more. Good.
I don't know exactly. Yeah, I don't know exactly why it works. I just know how to do it.
I remember what you done.
Yeah, it's a very weird discovery that one of these guards actually has the same phone call once he is killed.
Okay, I need to back up.
Oh no.
Look, Iraq.
Oh, we're good.
Bedbug to the bricks to take him out.
I got it.
Look, it's a fucking.
Oh yeah, that's weird. Yeah, that's very weird how it started later. But if you don't get that from the first guy, you can also get it from the second guy. So getting Bedbug to see you there while trying not to die here.
Come on, man. I ain't got no fucking.
And
I was trying to warn this dude.
there you go.
Where
Where the machine got the glitch there done. It's a very good glitch which saves us a lot of time.
Take that 500.
And this phone call will play out for quite a bit of time, so basically we can already travel our way towards the factory where Jordy has parked up the ice cream van
This is bad. Bedbug's killed.
with some disposable bodies.
These foot soldiers don't mean anything to Iraq, but a weak link is no place in a gang.
There's also a way where we can coin teleport there, but not really sure if that's faster or even doable, because there's some parts of this monologue still playing, which can't make you teleport there. There you go. We did just in time. Very nicely here before the mission spawns. And this mission is a lot about booby traps and other explosives, and we also already had a couple of those, and we also had all of the skills purchased for those in the other mission before this. Let's go into this area. Immediately making your way towards the laptop with this invisible barrier blocking us from going further.
It's abandoned. They must keep security cameras running.
Basically the same footage of the meeting taking place, which we will set up traps for. But this guy is always spawning in consistent order and in the same places. So we have made a way to place sticky bombs around this around the entrances to explode them really early, and yeah, getting this mission done very swiftly. Rolling checkpoints, skip some things, and gives us the time we are ready. I don't know what other stuff it gives, maybe like more loot, because
well, let's say so a minute.
Oh yeah, because it's a very long wait before the timer starts, so placing some stickies as well as regular C4s around.
I'm just gonna spawn camp everyone on this mission.
Yeah, exactly. And the last guy comes from the railroads, on the railway tracks, whatever they are. basically there should be, when you explore this, there should be like 2 more enemies right behind you, and hopefully nobody inside, if everything goes as planned. Yep. And loading a checkpoint allows us to enter back here in the main area. So we can skip this last part of the chase by being next to vehicles like vans, motor cars or bikes, and hacking it, entering the car, and killing this last guy who would have snitched on us and tried to escape the area, but thankfully while we were doing the hack, but already inside the vehicle, allows us to skip the slowdown or the freeze of our character and kill that guy there. And now it's swiftly making our way towards the primary city area again for seeing Bedbug again. Just trying to make it through here without crashing. It's our primary goal. Not much you can really do here.
I'm gonna try to do a dialogue skip with the Bedbugs guys.
Yeah, we'll see if that works.
I just bought Bedbug the reputation he always wanted. Now, I need to scare him over to my side. A little blackmail threat should convince him to help me. I give, but I can also take away.
The hell was that? Oh my God! Oh no! Oh crap! Holy shit! Damn! No!
Okay, should be good.
Yeah, now only Bedbug remain.
Why'd you hang up on me?
Since these 3 other bodies of his are not present, it will automatically skip the dialogue. So those dead guys can give the dialogue. I was waiting for Bedbug to catch his phone call and
You gotta get me out of here.
spook out, and then we can just hack this art display or whatever to try to blackmail Bedbug. Meanwhile, we're just like going away from the mission area towards another part where you can visit the gun store, and if you're lacking components or anything like that, you can buy, but sometimes it might be good on some things. But we just did a mission where we used a lot of those components for creating bombs, like C4s and proximity mines. Basically to stock up on some equipment there.
Tell me how to get close to Iraq.
And then making our way again towards the next mission next to the canal or river, where we're gonna follow some more people again. But
not your normal kind of auction.
it's a pretty chill mission where just gonna wait for guys to swap cases around.
Alright.
Suitcases.
It's nuts. Oh yeah.
Skipping the last part of the dialogue there before beginning this mission in a very precise spot.
Spyware on us.
So here is not too much you can do about. You can just like basically go in this certain spot where none of the enemies can see you, and you can profile the guys around you for any sort of valuable or useful stuff, like just system keys for hacking.
Do you see the case?
I do, it's moving. Wait, I can't believe it.
What?
Quinn's guys are pulling some old school
But also you can
briefcase.
swap for this tiny bit better bike here if you want.
These. Why are they doing this?
Yeah, dialogue script doesn't save at time here.
Through a money or with
Yeah.
every swap.
They're trying to confuse the detection software.
I still have to wait for the briefcase.
I'm not finding too many people to hack, but I guess you already are good on those. Oh yeah, you have 5. Should be plenty.
Excuse me.
No, these guys just take their time throwing this briefcase around.
Like maniacs here. I almost got run off the road the other day by some
Come on.
There you go, catch at least one of those. I'm kinda surprised that you didn't get the prompt of losing them, even though you're this far away.
I'm gonna follow.
Maybe I can see where they're going. Give me a sec.
What do you have
Just gotta wait for these guys to pass you
It'll be a short trip.
without going the same speed, because you take their time without going up to speed without you put the rubber banding, but
In 1967.
That's gotta be it.
I don't know, it's kind of strange that they don't go really fast
It'll be fine.
at the very start. And also if you want, you can stop and look for profile around people for system hacking opponents, but don't think that we need to do it because we have plenty of those. But if you're lacking on that front, something you do without influencing too much the speed of that boat. So just tailing this boat around here, and they enter this docks area, where we gotta get some important files for our false profile. Guest list for one of Lucky Quinn's parties for auction thing. And then there's this bridge there which works, but for some patches or for some versions of this game doesn't work. For me it's bugged for some reason, and you can just kill this guys here, another one of these stealth missions. Also getting this bike as nearby as you can for the continual escape, or the escape after getting this area done. So, leaving one of those guys alive for not failing mission, since if the primary guy who you're tailing sees a dead body, it kind of mission fails. So, you can be a bit more precise with your killing here. You can also just melee take him down without wasting bullets. But whichever way you want. Then just 3 other guys here picking up another one of these proximity mines.
He's over!
Right after he's done, you can stack that. And that guy sees you, it cancels the animation, but you still get the thing done. It doesn't matter a big amount if this guy see you, because they lose you almost immediately.
Security.
And then just escaping your way here.
Not a regular.
Someone from out of the country. A guy they won't recognize.
Okay. Okay. This one. Can you pull off a Mr. Pang?
I don't think so. Any Europeans?
Nicholas Crispin.
So that mission went pretty well, then there's some more dialogue, which way
Back in 12 years.
That's
don't really have too much time. Actually, we do have some time to skip, but
Filthy rich.
kind of depends on like how far back you are with the bike,
Clara. Fun.
Oh.
or how early you arrive here.
My sister's missing, Clara. I'm gonna do whatever
But
it takes to get her.
No.
since random machines page work there,
Nobody's going to miss this
you
stuff.
have some more downtime to skip this dialogue before
It's supposed to pick up.
entering another one of these
All right.
CTOS station spots. There you go. Just waiting for the mission to spawn without despawning for being too close.
District control center.
Attacking the area, and this guy's kind of curious, but killing these guys and
I gotta get home!
getting the server room code from that guy. He's always the same, and this fancy camera hacking things, so you can try to make your way here. A bit more complicated one, and then just hacking the CTOS station there. So that's a bit more quicker run, and thankfully the enemies didn't spot us on the bike.
That's got it.
Now we drop another one of these coin games here for one of the very last missions of this game. It's very useful for teleporting precisely, and then we're gonna create a coin game here, and it's gonna for the mid city area for 2 missions actually. We'll teleport around here to access the mission beginnings a lot easier. This we do all of these missions in linear order, of course. Restart the mission, skip some things, and put us to a different spot. Here we can just pretty much just hack this place up. First we buy
That place is too expensive.
armor, since
Better go in quiet.
armor is really used for this part. Since those guys really give a lot of damage when you try to escape. Just doing this hack here,
Schedule or something on his phone.
and this transitions in the cutscene which we skip, and make it to the back where we gotta kill this guy. It's kinda easy because immediately when you spook all of these enemies here,
I'm not gonna pussyfoot around you like
never mind.
associates do. I've been tasked with handling
Like you can also like kill the main guy there without the other people seeing him.
your business once you're out of the country, but you will
But
put Mr. Quinn at risk while you're in.
if you did that wrongly or just badly, then
Be special.
those guys spot you, and
Fight to the auction.
I know they have a lot of damage output, so you also gotta deal with escaping the chasing enemies, but you have a very long drive to this next part of the mission.
Infinite 92.
Infinite 9
Welcome, alias track.
listings. I see mention of it in some thread here. Oh, looks like it's a gentleman.
So now in one of the other fastest vehicles in the game,
So the Poppy special is a woman.
That fits the profile Quinn had on Crispin.
which is also
Survived the meeting.
kind of like a DLC vehicle, or there's a DLC vehicle edition of this car. Yeah.
All monstered up for the
Skipping a nice part of the dialogue while entering this area of the
as they say, I'm gonna
mission,
pay attention.
where another one of these unskippable cutscenes. Our favorite.
The Poppy Special.
Very good, Mr. Crispin. A signature dish prepared especially for you. Well, hang on.
Where we impersonate another guy, Crispin, Mr. Crispin. Where we
Mr. Crispin.
get access to Quinn's auction after getting our invite code from this
Guards assigned to you, sir.
They couldn't keep up.
men's gentleman club. And not too much you can do here other than just like a forced walk down. Try to look for system keys, but they're really far and a few between. Most of them just money in vehicles. So immediately skipping this and running backwards as much as you can. Not much you can do there. And then just walking the same distance back.
She said I just walked back.
Trying to look for the system hacking components, not finding too much.
My gun.
We hope you'll come back again.
And mission is now almost done, except skipping this last part of the
I'll make sure of it.
dialogue.
Maybe Crispin had to die, but at least we can save this girl.
Some also needs skip your own dialogue, because they like put you in positions where you can't really talk, where you're taking damage and stuff like that. Now we get to teleport to another one of our mini games, which is conveniently in a good spot for one of our next missions.
911, what is your emergency?
This guy's calling the cops is a bit annoying, but not too much of a big of a deal.
Vigilante Aiden Pierce. However,
Because I'm fairly sure you can still enter this mission without this phone call.
having a hard time getting any tips on his whereabouts.
Or without any phone calls, basically, so just making it around these docks here, entering the next mission.
Quinn's auction. Rack somewhere inside. Security's gonna be tight.
Just trying your way here and just immediately getting out. Unfortunately, blocked the driver's side door there. Small things.
Something. I asked for my merchandise to be delivered here.
And then
Where can I find Poppy?
we are now at the Quinn's auction place, where you can't do too much stuff. Just gonna walk around
Payments must be made in cash or
following this guy.
if you want to sample any of the girls before they're open to bidding, you gotta pay a small fee. Premium girls are off limits. Don't want to lower the value if you get me.
Yeah.
Make sure it's a quiet night or we aren't going to be able to keep the other boys from shutting you down.
Our clients are low-key.
Yeah, wire the payment already. Being this close to gangbangers gives me a rash.
Never mind. Boss will be done with them soon enough.
Yeah, it's exactly like I told Lucky.
Just gonna walk around here and you can profile those guys for any sort of hackable items, but there's not too much you can get there.
This is Mr. Crispin. I'm taking him to meet Mr. Quinn. They won't bring all the merchandise on stage at once. It's on my schedule for private show. Each one of them has been tagged with a number. Keeps things efficient. A few guests prefer to watch their monitor. I was told you want to see the stage.
Well, how else can I get a full appreciation of what you guys do?
Step aside. Mr. Quinn. Mr. Quinn is up there.
Yeah, it's gonna follow this guy, and you're gonna walk your own way for the rest upstairs to meet Iraq, actually. So one of these story building cutscenes, which we thankfully can skip partially after Quinn's and Iraq's short discussion.
The next item on your tablets.
All due respect, it's your man going missing. The shit all risk now. Extra security ain't enough. We should have canceled.
The risk is allowing yourself to be seen as weak. Relax.
Any other bids, gentlemen?
Do what you have to do. Don't make a circus of it.
Bids are still open.
My men are stretched.
Your men are expendable, Mr. Rank.
Another bid received.
Business.
So, not too much here. You can do is gonna wait a second for this cutscene to play.
Final call.
That's all.
Sold.
Mr. Crisp.
To the next item on your tablets.
Would you excuse me?
Of course.
Okay, let's hack here. And right after that, we can skip this cutscene. Getting another system hacking component around there.
Alright, gotta get out of here fast.
Open the ray on to the next item on your tablet.
Actually, you gotta kill one of these guys to get some sort of gun if you want. Also, do not get seen by them. And so, it's very close to you can escape around here.
I better restart.
Not getting seen. Those guys move around the same way. They spawn in the same spots. So, it's very predictable how you can play against that. So here we can just like move this corner of this room all we want. And yeah, begin this part of this chase, or sort of escape. Where we explode this massive tanker here. Let's move back, not to kill ourselves. After that, we just black out the whole place where these enemies can see us, because they turn to be blind. Where this is very helpful since there's a lot of enemies and explosives, and those tanky guys will take a lot of bullets. We can immediately escape this part and continue towards the next part of this chase. And you get seen here, but you can try to escape here by not getting shot by that tanky guy there too much, which Random Machine did there fairly well. Took the fastest route around there, while still getting seen, not getting killed though, so that's pretty nice.
Please respond.
Perhaps we'll find those girls and get them someplace safe. As for those bidders, I need to slip past the bus, wind up on my plate eventually.
So here what you can do meanwhile these phone calls are going on is to make your way
I'll keep an eye out for these.
next to one of these train stations.
Then I can expose them for what they've done here and shut down this ring.
So very convenient for one of these for the next mission coming up.
Wandered off. I'm very worried. I was going to call the police, but I wanted to call you first.
No, that's good. He does this sometimes. He's stressed.
We also get a couple of phone calls throughout here, which we need to have before even getting the next mission spawned in.
If you can't find him.
It's going to be fine. Really.
Another
I was worried Jax would do this. He's not a kid that's...
And already going to the spot here.
I'm searching for his mother. Where would he go? There he is.
Where Aiden's monologue ends and begins this next mission. Well, this gives us a teaser before starting it, but we already have traveled all the way here, so that's not a concern. Initially starting mission, placing a couple tactical bombs here. When the reinforcements arrive, they just die immediately. You place those bombs correctly. Bit faster there, taking a car. And doesn't matter if these guys see you or spook you, or spot you more like. Try to kill everyone in this area without dying yourself. And immediately after you have killed everybody in this area, you should get this to last reinforcements to arrive, which will instantly die to stickies. There's one and there's two. Nice placement. And now you can save Jackson. Or at least I don't know, get him out of there. Temporarily.
I killed every one of them. What was I thinking? That's not who I am. Is it?
Quick monologue here from Aiden after skipping cutscene and teleporting to Rossi Fremont.
911, state your emergency, please. Hello, are you still there? Hello?
And this is very good because the mission is right next to this bar, or in this bar actually, where Bitbug is gonna go in this building to help us find out some sensible information about Aiden and murder of his nephew. Yeah, I guess nephew.
Niece.
Or niece. Yeah, my bad.
What's going on? No, please.
And just trying to get some sort of good car from the road. Managed to get this muscle car. Does fine here.
I gotta get inside.
And let's go into this next part of the mission where we're gonna kill a couple of guys around here.
You need to keep him calm.
I'm seeing, but I don't know what the fuck I'm looking at.
But you can just enter this area without killing all of them. Only the essential ones, which are like almost about to spot you.
Go. My play button if I think you're stalling me.
Now when Bitbug is wired up, he's ready to go in the building, where we will guide him throughout this apartment complex without getting seen.
He trusts you. You made sure of that. What's on Iraq's floor?
I don't know, man. Rooms? There's one room I racked on that nobody inside.
You're going in today.
Oh, no, wait. I can't. Listen, it's got some security door.
You're covered. Just get your phone near it. You're going inside that room.
I ain't no snitch. I don't talk to the cops.
Good. I'm not a cop.
So, quick talk here with Bitbug before.
Listen to what I say and move when I tell you.
We are able to move him around.
Okay.
We're gonna tactically go through these cameras.
Move.
Before we give his first instruction to move. And
move ahead.
We'll update that bit after that.
Relax. How old are you?
19.
Once these guys maneuver correctly around, we're gonna just attract that trap there. And Bedbug makes it through there.
Now, go.
Yeah.
Attracting another of these traps here.
Okay, move.
Gives Bedbug enough time to move around without getting seen very swiftly.
Just get close enough.
Only a rat can get in, man.
Hold up a sec. I need to look through your camera.
And then again there is POV to go through here.
Why are you doing this, man? This ain't your world.
It's complicated.
We got plenty of time.
Iraq was involved in something that hurt my family. I want answers.
That ain't so complicated.
And doing a bit more complex hacking here just to make through these mini games here.
Computer's through there.
That was perfect.
Yeah, that was really nice. Didn't even mess up at all.
Cold, man.
Yeah, it's to cool the server.
Usually takes a bit longer for other runners of this game.
Serious hard.
Because there aren't too many.
There. Get close.
For the time being, at least. And
shit.
What?
So you're not too much waiting for Bedbug to attempt this download.
Wait, that's not enough. Go back.
And no, we sort of like escaped the area since we just witnessed some stuff on the cutscene, which we happened to skip because we're speedrunners.
Did he just murder his own
And surprisingly, these guys don't know where we're at, so they're searching up for us. But
I didn't get much data.
There's plenty of them around, so I'm gonna try to escape this area as best as we can without getting seen. And then the mission is about to run. Some dialogue plays from Clara, and yeah.
Tell me you got something.
It was only a partial download, but I definitely got something. It looks like his computer is full of blackmail on everybody. Just listen to these full names. Police Chief Sex Tape.
It probably gets a bit easier to initiate the dollar skipping.
DOS breaches.
Or it's like a personal opinion on the length of how long it takes to Eden to jump off the bike.
Not yet.
Or to do any sort of like damage ragdoll.
Yes, there is.
Good. I'll be there soon.
And after this mission is just done, we can teleport to our bunker, I guess. Or just drive there, I forgot.
Hey, this seems to work.
Yeah, actually drive there, because
you need to get out of there.
I am out.
I'll wait for dialogues.
I just thought maybe I could help you get your answers, you know, about
yeah.
that video.
Just
Iraq asked me about it. Asked me what I knew about Rose Washington.
Rose Washington?
I don't know who she is, but that's the girl in the video. Iraq says she's dead.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah. You and me? We done?
We're done. You did good.
Wait, that makes sense, because before teleporting you would take this phone call, preferably. Other than, because you always could teleport here and then take the phone call, but there's less chances of you getting the dollar skips without being on the bike, so that makes sense. And then beginning another mission here at the bunker.
Okay, everyone has history online. We start there. We get Kenny's last known point and work backwards.
Where we discover Raymond Kitty's hideout, or hacker hideout place, but what it actually is not him. It's one of the, I don't know, So the post places.
You'll need to reach that point and connect me to the computer. I'll run a search from the bunker.
And we'll have Kenny.
So this is one of these missions again where you have to travel from this bunker to the other island. We were trying to take the default vehicle given to us here. This is this pickup truck, but this consistent vehicle spawn just before the bridge, which is yeah, this car most of the time, and
Careful, he's a very dangerous man.
yeah, this mission is like fairly simple shootout part, and then chasing down a fire truck, which there's a kind of bizarre glitch, which makes it not work.
I remember that, 2003. Not just New York, that was most of the Northeast. Killed a couple of people.
We'll see.
11 people.
We'll see how it goes when we get there.
What the hell was his message?
Kenny was trying to warn everyone. He didn't trust people inside Blue. But I don't think he expected anyone to die. Now he's in hiding.
And we're about to find him.
The place you're going is the very end point of Raymond's last signal. Hackers hide their locations by routing their packets through botnets.
Yeah, it's a good trick. I've tried it myself. He's probably bounced his signal all across the globe.
We'll have a problem if that signal ends in China or some faraway country.
No, he's here. I don't care if he's got...
Then you can like enter this place really widely. No, there's not a necessary reason to do this very stealthily, because it's actually more preferable that these guys run up to you rather than need to go hunt them down from all the other sides of the building.
We might have a problem.
So
I'm picking up a lot of...
this is the spot where we get a grenade launcher, which is
You said this guy's been dark for a year.
I think
very nice for plenty of other missions coming up.
All right. Someone's on to us, Claire.
Connect me to the computer. I'll run a search from the bunker.
So just some skipping with that bomb there.
Old school shit. No wonder good cops can't shut the club down.
And then we can just begin this hack on this computer for Raymond Kitty's position.
Clara, it's online.
So here, all this enemy spawn from all the sides, as well as from the middle behind the blue container thing. And what you do here, you can use grenade launcher or AK or other rifles you have picked up like Goblin, but Random Machine is an experienced runner and doesn't need any other gun pickups on the AR side. Exit a bit later on where we get this light machine gun, which is super OP. It's a 5-star rated, the accuracy and stuff like that. Gotta be careful around here not to die, as well as some of these enemies can throw nades, which are kind of frustrating to deal with. But I don't know how it goes with like these waves of enemies spawning, as well as your download progress bar, or like if you can time those that well, or if there's any sort of stretch behind that. But kind of just defending this area until enemies run out. Oh, that's unfortunate. Then this guy takes cover, but yeah, that is really unfortunate. That's annoying when these guys do not move the way you want.
You could come up with, Ray. I better wipe the hard drive. I don't want any...
Let's see if this glitch would happen here, but we'll see.
No, probably not.
Yeah, most likely not.
Shit, he's taking off.
Probably gotta use another way of following these guys around, but shouldn't be too hard. Stopping them at the one red light a bit further down. Yeah, this game is not too much action speedrun, but it's really nice. Random machines BB is a world record, and it's like 3 hours and 21 minutes, 51 seconds. And yeah, he has done primarily all of the main work for this game, all around most of the strats and most of the organizing and stuff like that. So, slowing down time and using the grenade launcher kills both of those guys in that fire truck.
Pawnee. Why does he have to be...
Then a quick monologue from Aiden, after which we can teleport to one of our other going games next to the church, where we already did one of other missions. And then we will head our way towards Pawnee, another new city in this in this map area.
You're actually going after Ray Kenny.
Fortunately, got a bike from the road, which is very nice.
We're close.
He might not even help.
Very good for maneuvering around and climbing this hill here. Can be
those files had black.
Occasionally can be a bit of a challenge doing this hill climb, but with bike you have so much more torque and speed
What do you have to offer him?
and momentum to get up that mountain there, or whatever hill.
He's exposed.
So in Pawnee, first you gotta disable the CTOS tower or gain access to that actually, after which we can do the other missions in this area.
Maybe looking for a cause. I can definitely give him one.
So, bike here is one of the best vehicles to get around. And then jump off spot to the water right next to a boat spawn. We'll also have to get towards this island here, where the CTOS tower, which we need to disable, is located. And Damien's phone call does not connect through there.
Control center.
Actually, backing up here seems to be the strat and the way to go, so you don't get stuck there like I have sometimes done. So you go for this guy here who has the code for this CTOS box. You try to hack it instead of blow the box next to it. And then you gotta swivel a little down again. Got the Pawnee area now unlocked for other hackerman stuff. Optimal boat parking allows us to escape very nicely. Alright. And we'll just head our way towards this burst here.
Let's got it. Now where are you, Kenny?
Looking for you. What's he doing?
Yeah.
That's not right.
Yeah, don't let me get in your way.
Karma's real.
So, in here you can create a mini game for teleporting a couple of missions later to the same spot for stopping ambush. Starting out the mission, skipping the first initial cutscene by reloading the mission, then profiling this computer and
That was sloppy, Pierce.
immediately reloading the
Alright. Someone around here see the reset code.
checkpoint. Gives us a new prompt, and Plus to get some more items and the dialogue a bit faster, I guess.
Got it.
You need 2 codes for that, and you know, there's like at least 3 different characters there. Getting those hacking codes, we can get a bike ready for escaping this area. Even before we unlock this PC, and as soon as we have unlocked the PC for this abandoned CTOS tower, we can start making our way up there. This not precise, but good route which we haven't made there. And
Satellite dish.
yeah, making our way towards this
CTOS station.
abandoned CTOS building, parking our way optimally to ascend that rock there. We do the initial hack inside here to unlock the door on the opposite side or the other side, and after that we unlock a couple more doors indoors. Climb this bike again to climb this rock, then edge walk like just like that without even aiming down to make our way very easily, so much more easier than following those satellites around where they turn like 90 degrees by just like tightrope walking that fence there, spiky fence. Then doing the CTOS box here for this mission, after which we can reload the save file and start making our way towards Lizzie's bar. Also, this checkpoint reload is very convenient for another set of bike outside of the CTOS tower. Bit of a weird bounciness going on there with the mechanics, but making it fine.
Never mind the bartender. He's an
throughout
old
here.
deep down. Really.
Now we have a quick drinking minigame here with Raymond Kennedy. Smashing down 1, 2, 3, and 4
On the joint.
in the right order. And it's not too much else. It's fairly simple and actually kinda fun minigame. Also can be done with other AI in the main city and other attraction areas, but we're not really in the side content of this game since we're speedrunning the main story.
Let's keep it friendly. For now.
And getting the last parts of this thing done here. One more. Yeah, we're one of the best minigames in Watch Dogs, most likely. Even better than poker and darts. There you go, we don't want to drink anymore, and yeah. We get into a bit of a fight here with another unskippable cutscene. But it's not too much big of a deal. Fun story, I actually haven't played that. The only minigame I have played besides this is chess.
I said, keep your voice down.
So Raymond Kennedy just stays us there, but Phil somehow takes care of us and shows us the ways around this small city.
Art?
That there is a booby trap. And if you can't recognize one, then you...
I don't know if you know the dialogue skips from this mission.
Right here? Yeah, not too much actually. It's like exiting the area and then just re-entering.
Yeah, I exit it. I go far away and then I skip a T-Bone's dialogue.
Out of the way.
Yeah, see, skipping.
Yeah, because now he's like walking forward.
Here, let me show you.
That's pretty nice. But yeah, not a crazy mod you could do here except the telescope. There's a auto sniper, which is not really necessary for speedrunning.
I found a sad drunk at Jed's bar toasting his glory days and
then
I'm not an opportunity.
I was waiting for a certain section of dialogue to play, where we can start heading our way towards
But it don't make us...
this taco truck parked in a enemy ambush or enemy guarding spot.
For a while. I need to figure out how their scanners work.
You want me to break into Bloom?
Not yet. Somebody else already stole the hardware. Inside job. Well, that stuff's big on the black market. I've scouted these guys. Let's just...
And we get to hear about
the Second Amendment.
T-Bone's ambitious plans to take down Bloom.
Swing by the gas station. I got the Pawnee militia.
Alright, thanks for coming out. Gregorix 14. Yeah, we'll wish Random Machine good luck.
I'm out in the middle of podunk nowhere.
Yeah, good night, man.
Guys.
So, we get into this area before the enemies totally spawn. Come on, where? And
Could this truck be any slower?
We can use some help. You actually got it?
they most likely will spot you here, but it's not a big deal.
Well,
This,
what do we do now?
What's that supposed to
maybe you can escape them pretty well here.
If you want the truck, you're gonna have to do better than that.
Yeah. Okay. Bring him up next to one of the sculptures. We'll have a art appreciation. Meet him around past my sculpture. It's wired and ready.
You're a scary man.
It's actually less ideal if they do not follow you here. Because that's one of the best ways to get in this mission. By meeting them here, where the checkpoint is. And just launching off these enemies. Just without doing really anything. And that's the mission pretty much done. After which we can bike our way towards the start of another one here in Pawnee, where we get the follow chopper to lead us to a camp. Or I can't remember the enemies, but yeah. Not too much you can do here. Some news alerts about missing persons.
This guy likes to dip his hands in their blood and make a little art show. Fucking animal. Better hope he never runs into me.
The bunker's been making noise.
What kind of noise?
It's online.
So making our way towards here, where next mission will start. And in this vocal, there's a couple lines which you can skip, but not too much skippable stuff.
His name is Default, and he's very good. I'll watch him.
Let me know if he becomes...
There you go, skip a small portion of the dialogue before starting this new one. starting this new mission.
Okay, I'm in position.
And yeah, just gonna follow this chopper around. Kinda chill. I like this morning or evening setting where sun is shining right to your face. So, I don't know. So, like rubber banding wise, there's not too much you can do there to make the chopper go any faster. Pretty much just gonna follow him around here. And taking fairly general route here, but it's still not the fastest ways to get around.
HQ changes security protocol every day. That bird makes a trip over Pawnee with the new assignments.
So basically, the chopper's gonna lead us to the security chief.
And bingo was her Nismo.
And yeah, just following this chopper along. Just waiting for him to hover over the camp area where these enemies are set up.
Well, that doesn't make any sense. Wait a minute, it makes perfect sense. A lot of the Pawnee militia run security.
And you gotta try to look for 2 guys, which are always the same, in constantly the same spot.
Full access.
I can hardly wait.
This one and other one.
Same game. The Pawnee militia is made up of preppers.
Unless you have identified both of them,
My kind of people, which means
there's a couple easy ways which you can kill them by not sharing the first guy, and the second one you can do from the chopper POV, but there's a couple of different ones too.
This normal for
sometimes it's gonna.
That guy ran behind the building.
started dumping money into the
Yeah.
things took a turn for the weak.
Sometimes very unfortunate how they don't die really. But yeah, let's hope the chopper doesn't see you while sneaking around here.
Found him.
It's very unfortunate once they get stuck there.
I need to reload.
Yeah, it's like it's very hard to like escape them once doesn't go as normally would, but it's not like that's a really big deal, but we'll see how it goes for the second time.
No!
So it's a bit annoying because side of that chopper get a good kill on that guy, but there you go, first guy is done. But now the second one starts wandering, and he happens to walk right next to this explosion box, and now I get to hack both of those hacks, which you apparently need only one of those. So I don't know if you need to hack both of those guys, but I'm pretty sure, yeah. So just teleporting this coin game right here, and then deleting it out, I guess, and
got our access to Bloom HQ.
Driving to the next mission almost before it even spawns in. And this mission is about ambushing some guys from Bloom HQ. So we can just stop the convoy by, I don't know, just no need to create a roadblock. We can just like do a couple of bombs on the road and use a grenade launcher they finish them off. And yeah, trying to cut them down as fast as we can here. There's a couple big guys who spawn there, which are a bit harder to kill. But it's not. Yeah, there you go. That's pretty clean. No bike happened to explode, but that's just minor detail. Unfortunately, I had to waste one of the jam guns, but there's still a lot of hacking components to go through.
The things we could have done.
Don't worry. We'll do lots in Chicago. You got your virus ready for me?
More or less.
More or less?
More. It'll work.
If you really are in a dire need, reloading a checkpoint stops the potential phone call of getting cops called on you, but that's sometimes not a viable option, even if you have run out of system keys. And trying to get the best vehicle you can around here in the road. Most of them you get vehicles like these, which do just fine.
Be careful. You can't just waltz in all how'd you do. The entire perimeter is monitored. They spot you and they'll put the servers in lockdown. That'll end things real fast.
So don't get spotted. No problem.
So just going in here, trying to not get spotted while killing these guys here. Because this mission kind of fails when you get detected for some period of time. So you basically need to hack 2 GTAM boxes to unlock the primary one. And since you have used explosives at the very start, it makes the other pedestrians to wander around and look for you. You gotta be somewhat careful not to get re-seen, but you hack the stuff fast enough, they most likely won't spot you.
Oh, they might. Oh, yeah, I failed. Yeah, I did a risky strat.
Yeah, last time, man, it's unfortunate how they sometimes wander off, like, in different directions. But thankfully you still got the checkpoint here. But yeah.
I'm in position. Shouldn't take me long.
Once you've dropped the spyware in, it'll launch a virus. That'll scan the system for my data and wipe it all.
Unfortunately, did not work out, but still got the hack done right at the end, and yeah, not much you can do here now. Just gotta follow these guys around through the cameras and yeah, wait for Damien to give some information on us.
I've done it.
I see.
Your name's wiped and the spyware's in.
Yes, madam. Yeah, I'm getting pings already. Good job. Now get out of there.
In a sec. The name came up on the server. Someone I know is in the building. I'm gonna check it out.
Don't screw around, Aiden. These guys ain't country yokels.
I'll be there soon.
And we're just gonna follow this guard around here, which doesn't do much, except just as a general movement road of any other pedestrian with a camera on.
You've got my attention. Let's talk about Raymond Kent.
One thing at a time. You should know I've come across some dirt on a few CTOS exhibits.
So here's another kind of semi-cutscene, which you can't really skip, because you can still maneuver the cameras around, but Damien just gives some information about us and our locations. Even though just deleted all the files of T-Bone. Yep.
Even the vigilante once I'm done with. I know.
And also, if I'm not misremembering, Tobias Führer's files also got deleted in that part, because pretty sure Damien wanted to protect that guy.
Please excuse me. We have Kenny. Get moving.
Always a pleasure to be of service.
So right here, the area gets more reinforcements, which don't really affect us, even though we lost our bike.
Fuck this all up. Why can't he see that?
We still escaped the area really well, even when they split us at the end here. Or if they don't, that's also fine. And no, it's just about like making it towards back to T-Bone's place, where the enemies are already ambushing and setting up to attack the place.
You got trouble headed your way. Bloom knows where you are.
I think you're confused, amigo, because
It's kinda interesting
from Bloom's radar.
route on the bike, but just gonna make sure you don't fall over and die. It's actually very hard to die on bikes in Watch Dogs, because even though no matter how fast you're going, the ragdoll almost always leaves you alive. Taking some off-road out here to arrive at this place, where the enemies already are here, and we can use T-Bone's home-built traps to kill these guys with electrical shocks and fireworks and other sorts of cool engineering he has done.
So we're clear.
And sometimes a bit of a struggle to kill all of these guys here. Once you've done that, it's go next to T-Bone to trigger his cutscene, or trigger his dialogue play, and to let him progress further.
Then we're gonna have to like
some more guys spawn. If you look at the right direction,
let's kick it, man.
They most likely spawn in the right places, where you can kill them faster.
A few seconds to reach its charge. I need to make
Then just
deactivate them.
placing down more bombs for the next wave of bad guys spawning, or coming to invade this T-Bone's backyard. Plus rocket launcher is really good here. If you happen to have ammo on that.
Another minute. I need another minute.
Sometimes the targeting of those traps is really annoying, because it goes to the camera instead of the trap itself.
Look at the traps. Now.
Just headshotting these guys here.
You're no hero. Look around you. You're a
these enemies also can get stuck, and they just like legitimately move around, where it's super hard to kill them because they're like behind barriers or fences or whatever.
Detonators only need a few seconds. If we want fireworks, we gotta hold 1 second. Can't let them move in yet. Hold them off.
Placing a couple more bombs down for the final wave, where we'll place last bomb, where
just about there.
It should work. Just gonna time this trap here very well with this car, where you get a lot of kills on these enemies.
Okay, go.
Depending on their spawns.
Go, go, go. Holy shit, sniper! What in hell?
And then the very last part of his backyard, where it's kinda easy to die if not being careful. But there's also a couple of traps to help you go throughout your way. But random machine seems to be managing it okay. think of grabbing a couple more of these components here for a bit later on throughout the run.
Hey, I told you.
So you need a lot of equipment for entering Rossi Fremont. Your random machine, is there any reason you don't swap for any other ARs, like take the Goblin?
I like the AK better.
Okay. That's fair. So, not too much you can do here. Just entering this boat and going away.
Don't be.
Which you don't actually need to do because it will automatically teleport you to the bunker after this dialogue with T-Bone has ended.
That don't mean I'm not grateful. Despite that setback, I'm a free man now. I owe you. Now it's back to Chi-Town. So, you got a place for me to stay, man?
We're squatting in your old CTOS station.
Not the bunker? Well, that'll do it. I can't wait to pick apart these files of yours to see what's caused all this hullabaloo.
That data can't leak, T-Bone. I'm trading it for my sister.
You got nothing to worry about. You did me a solid. Now it's my turn.
So again, chilling until teleport here happens.
Well, I got my little bed.
Right here, once we're done with the mission, we can
reach Iraq's fortress and
teleport to Rossi Fremont after mission passed.
Jordy does what Jordy does.
Or actually, you gotta wait for this short monologue from Aiden. After which, cash runs become available where we can teleport again to a very convenient spot for triggering.
Where the hell have you been?
Pawnee.
This Rossi Fremont mission. By any means necessary, where we actually go steal the final files which we need. We need to expose the city. And in this mission we could just use this blackout to walk. We must just walk through here.
Do you care?
Without hopefully not getting spotted.
Inside that.
It's okay. I really don't.
As well as very conveniently disable the electrical lock on this door. If you happen to make it there in time.
Door open?
We're working on it.
And
idea.
pretty much you can just enter your way there.
It's kind of hard to finagle remotely, but your Wonder Girl here, she just had a damn good idea. If you
actually, most cases you actually might need to use another one of these blackouts.
half a second.
And you know the base code.
Yep.
And so the game doesn't really recognize that you already have one, but yeah. Wait till this T-Bone's dialogue to give the cue to initiate another blackout. There's like 4 guys there. Oh, actually 5, because there's 3 in the elevator. These guys actually want to rapid fire you so bad. So explosive works really well. Like you already saw from Miss HP, it was like within 1 second he almost died without his own explosive. And these enemies here also drop a auto shotgun, which is actually pretty decent for tapping. No need to kill everybody, just make sure that you go through here. Yeah, Red Wolf Random Machine purchased one of those skills which makes your armor a bit stronger against explosives too, which comes in very handy. Like a blackout here. Kinda semi-blinds some of these enemies here. Killing another enforcer drops this really good LMG here. one of the best guns in the entire game. And Random Machine clear skillfully makes it through here. Got the blackout. Uses a couple explosives there to clear this area.
Man, I ain't got the patience.
Taking some shortcuts from game intended path. And trying to make it through with minimal killing, because that obviously takes more time than just running through.
Okay, Clara, I'm in. You should start receiving everything now.
I see.
So here, just doing the hack as early as you can.
T-Bone's going to start decrypting it as soon as we have it all. That's a pretty big download.
All of this is Iraq's leverage, his blackmail. He's been collecting this for a long time.
There. That's everything. Hurry back, Aiden. T-Bone's
And after the hack is done, you can just like go through here where you get disrupted by Iraq. And you begin this phase where you begin for the boss fight, where you get to set up your C4s and proximity mines in the right places for that. Also, I guess you can skip dialogue like this too.
Yeah, I see your type before, man. Self-righteous motherfuckers.
So there's like two waves of this boss fight, and you get 4 sticky bombs placed on different spots.
They're next on my list. What, you got a wife and kids?
Or IEDs, whatever.
Yeah, you hurt mine, I hurt yours.
And first part of it is like enforcers and elite.
Ain't nobody gonna come save your punk ass out here either.
I don't know what they're called. Elite enemies, I guess. And they're pretty easy to kill. And
Police out here. You go down low.
the last one is like a super enforcer, which has a lot of HP, and Iraq himself. Even though Iraq wears almost no armor, he also has a shit ton of HP, and there's a lot of damage output too. With this auto shotgun.
We're friends. What, having a chat?
I'll take every file you have. All of your hard work, gone.
So it's tactical placement here. Basically, you know all of their spawn positions where you can predict they could spawn. And you just like put proximity mines there, which explode automatically when enemy has entered that area. And Random Machine got all the spots here covered for the last wave of spawning, or the second wave.
You picked the fight, Pierce. Let's play it out. I got my eyes on you, motherfucker. I'm gonna end you.
Where no one is down, you can use this auto shotgun and just go for headshots, which this guy takes a lot of HP.
One more shot.
Oh, one shot. Here you go. And Iraq died to explosion meantime, I guess.
Iraq was protecting a tin
But
box of blackmail.
made it first try.
But he was after something bigger. He wanted the video from the Merlot job. He never did find it.
A bit close, but
The Viceroy
got it done.
group and a new leader will step up.
You can restock stuff there, and not much else on this mission. Gonna wait for this dialogue to play, for monologue, and should be mission passed. Yeah, Aiden is gonna. Yeah, it takes a lot of bullets there. You have some armor skill upgrades, which allows to take even more damage. After this, we go back in the bunker to decrypt the received files. For which, spoiler alert, get stolen by a hacker. Very fun.
All right, let's do this.
So Sparker you right there, and this mission is really short. It's like it sucks here when you don't know much the cost in it. So random machine actually doing this really fast before the actual shake.
Shady piece of shit hacker.
But puts time locks and shakes on some of these.
There.
Fairly simple alignment of those hacks.
Son of a bitch.
Also you do that fairly quickly, even with that disturbing. Yeah, they are. Three times.
Gird your loins, I'm killing the power!
I can't remember his name from the top of my head. Yeah, he is. He actually is not even East. It wasn't only an Easter egg. It was something else too.
Whatever game he's playing, this default.
Yeah, default. Yeah.
Is putting Nikki's life at risk.
That is my bad.
Wrong time to piss me off. Right now.
And now after this, I'll go in the middle of the city where we can greet Damien once again. To let us know how he's doing. Now we had, fortunately, I had this very nice coin minigame right next to the mission itself. I usually call it Mid-City because it's used for at least this mission and one other one for a backup strat. And right here, it doesn't matter if you get the cops called on you or the search initiated. And there's two different spawns for this news van, which we can just explode by this grenade launcher. You gotta have the correct lineup, which happened to land that time. So no need to change for that guy. That's very good. And just get this phone call. Get this police chase started as early as possible. Because Damien gets police called on you anyway, so it's better to do it immediately as you can. Blackout to start losing the cops as fast as you can. So after that, the mission is mostly done.
Don't let them catch you, my boy. That was...
Yeah, T-Bone is a major part of Watch Dogs, dude. And now when we did that mission easily, we can just go down this cafe where the very next mission begins. And there's actually not a lot more missions to go actually. And this mission is pretty simple. You just hack one of these hacking points there on the wall. After that, we can start, I don't know, another hacking minigame there, which random machine does really fast there. Right here, not much you can do, just gotta wait for this cutscene to play with T-Bone, admiring new motherboards.
Wrap it up. Forget the toys, we gotta get you...
Yeah, since watch Samuel, I guess it might be right, at least in like Ubisoft's eyes. I know it has a lot of good stuff going for it, but I don't know, obviously it failed to deliver. Failed to deliver a lot from standards, given on the trailer alone, how much of a actual downgrade it was, but still. Graphics on Ultra in this game still phenomenal.
Just stay low.
Pretty nice. So right here, if you go back to this run, just gonna kill a couple of guys here to make T-Bone escape the area unharmed or without getting seen by disturbing these guys correctly and shooting the guys who are about to see him. You can do this like either way, stealthy or kill everybody in that area. Yeah, obviously it's a downgrade, but it still looks pretty nice in this current patch. It's rerunning a save file there, and after that the default guy is playing tricks with us and putting a lot of enemies to chase us down, which doesn't really influence us since we just stop here to kill all of his goons. Nah, Petrus off. Yeah, that not only, but it's just like a matter of frustration of getting lied to you. So right here, just try to kill as many of these guys as you can after all the enemies which default puts after you has died. There's not much else. Mission is soft done. And you're right around the corner for the very next mission to begin at this theater here.
What is that? Oh no.
Rat's Wire, mission done, and default condition is the very next mission name, if I remember correctly. And this mission is a lot about not messing around in his concert venue.
Hello? No, I don't.
You can hack that guy's phone and just run past him once. Obviously that bouncer doesn't let you through, but when you disturb his phone call, it makes him walk away from the door and lets us in without doing the hack on the side wall, which is a bit more slower way to enter, and it's waiting for this thing to begin.
Look at that, he's
and finding all of these red mark guys who are carrying 3-part hacks, or like you need to find 3 guys to begin this hack, which we do here, and it's not even one of the most complicated hacks, but it's has a lot of steps.
Very clever.
And yeah, that's the second one, and I don't know. It's one of the larger ones, that's for sure. And I don't know. Then we can initiate this chase with default. Yeah, Watch Dogs 3 actually has its visuals are, I don't know, really well done. Though it's graphically it's pleasing in many ways. Yeah, no, I don't know about the comparison though, but gonna get your point. So right here, just chasing down default. You kind of put some tricks there, and right here is one of the chases where you get a lot of enemies, but you can't die. For some bizarre reason, these enemies just can't kill you here.
Get with the fixers. Those guys aren't cheap.
So I guess chase down after him and reload.
Just keep him in range.
Actually, I don't know if you reload checkpoint here. Yeah, I guess you don't need to. You just take this car here. And hopefully if everything goes well, you can pit maneuver, or use these blockers there to actually disable his car. I don't know what happened to this car there, random machine. Or is that how it goes every time?
That's usually how it goes.
Okay. That's pretty nice maneuver of flipping his car, so super convenient to do this download right next to him when he's struggling, because you can't kill him yet before this download is not done. And after it's done, you can just like kill him, and that's pretty much the mission done.
And that smiling woman, any video footage that fits?
No, man. At least not that I can see. You sure it was on Iraq's?
I get this phone call with T-Bone. After which we get the mission where we go save Nikki Pierce. We go get her back. But I think there might be something else before that. Like at least one phone call from T-Bone. So doesn't matter what vehicle you get here, you have like 1 minute of downtime.
That's all you want to know.
Before starting this next mission.
Contract with more zeros on it than you.
Not much else you can do. You get this Geordie phone call at least.
No. Trust me on this. This is something new.
Try to perform dialogue skips as best as you can.
Leave Chicago while you can because the fixers
And
it's up to you. It's only a matter of time.
Yep.
Yeah. You're gonna ignore it, but I thought I'd try.
Yeah, there are
She's all prepped.
subway warps where you use subways to go around the map for checkpoints, as well as you can create your own checkpoints, which are like coin games. Yeah. Redfall already knows. Coin games are on the map, which you click to test. It teleports your character there.
You cleaned up the audio I sent.
Have a listen.
So it's pretty neat. We place them around the map when we're not inside the missions. It's super convenient for cutting down on travel time between missions, and trying to skip as much dialogue there as you can.
Nikki's there. I know.
From the T-Bone phone call. And we obviously are at the spot where the next mission is about to begin. Tiny bit off, but doesn't really matter. Reloading or restarting the mission makes us instantly skip the cutscene at the very start.
Yeah, hacking under the radar.
So it's hacking these things here. And waiting for
Nikki, it's me.
Nikki to pick up here.
Where are you? There's men everywhere. The guard here, he just... I don't know what happened.
Listen, I know. I'm getting you out. I'm gonna stay on the phone. I'm gonna walk.
Oh, thanks for follow.
They'll find me.
Nikki,
my man.
I want you to pick it up, just in case.
So, not a crazy amount you can do here. Just gonna wait for a bit.
I don't know guns.
For this Nikki no-scope, after which we can start maneuvering the cameras again.
I shot him.
We gotta move. Listen to my voice.
I think I killed him.
Nikki, listen to me. We're gonna move now.
I do. I'm probably gonna do some more world record then.
Ah, that's big. That's big.
Go.
So just reloading another save there.
Okay, I messed up the timing.
Oh, yeah, bit too early. The explosion range is insane, so unfortunately killed Nikki there.
Oh no, still too.
What? That's crazy.
Move it.
Well, short time is the charm, let's see.
He was still breathing. The guy I shot at, I think he was still breathing.
Wait a minute.
Should we maybe...
I guess that enforcer didn't die, but I think it still might work if this yellow guy turns around the correct way. Yep.
Make a run for that car. Get in and drive. Don't look back.
Got it there and then just escaping the area even before Nikki has reached the car. Just there's no reason to hang around after Nikki's already there. Then just escape the area and that's it. Then immediately teleporting to the place where we go meet Nikki at her house. We get a phone call from Damien.
You think Nikki's safe?
After which, but
it's over for
it doesn't have to complete fully.
But company's on the way. Chicago
Who actually does? There's Dallas skip through.
Game do you?
Oh, sure. It's just a game. I'm in it for the yucks. You've disappointed me, Aiden.
And this is a pretty simple mission. You just drive your...
Ambition?
I blame you.
I need to go.
Just drive Jackson and Nikki away from the town to finish a couple last missions. After which the game is done. So... I don't know what you mean by that, Saint Wash Samuel.
I have my special on and 1 minute 40 behind.
Keep your head down.
Yeah. Not looking too likely. But yeah, there was a couple small mistakes here and there, but...
Aiden, those are the police.
I know.
Why are we running from the police? They can help us.
Yeah, I kinda doubted this. It's like 3 missions only after this, so...
It might be 323.
I'll tell them everything that...
Yeah.
Nikki,
still below the time we gave.
Right now I'm getting you two out of the city.
Yeah, still really good.
Yeah, obviously.
No, you're not making any sense. We don't have anything to hide, do we?
Yeah, there was some stuff in Pony, which kinda fucked up, but just inconvenient stuff.
It's complicated.
Yeah, almost bedtime. It's already almost 6 AM here. So there's a clean jump there. Doing some off-road routing to avoid cops there earlier there. And then just making your way through
The murders, May Stadium...
at the end of this mission. The same route you enter Pawnee. Speedrun way. Good morning, follows. Nah, time stem is fine. I'll go sleep after this, man. So after this mission is done, we can just teleport to one of the earlier coin games we placed next to Mid City. Really nicely, there's a bike spawned where we can enter the second or third last mission. I can't remember. If you count, because there's like different ways of counting these missions, because some of them are like they split a bit differently, but yeah.
I've always made my money
And right here, the returning save file looking for bikes.
the more money I made.
You didn't know what they did.
And driving all the way next to the Morlat hotel. Can't even speak. And some boring cutscenes again, where the mayor speaks out.
I am sorry, but I won't.
That was Watch Dogs 2.
Politicians
It
are
was called Noodle.
capable of breach speeches.
Noodle.
Before
So pretty much here, when the mayor speaks out, there's almost nothing you can do except just to go on the very last camera next to the door where you need to hack.
go way back.
If I'm not mistaken.
What I know about Lucky.
And the speech,
Funny, you know.
it feels kind of lengthy, but it's like 2 minutes, so quick pee break or something.
Yeah, this guy's not very good at speech.
Yeah, he even gets cut off by Lucky Quinn.
Not many know, as well as I do, how big Lucky's heart is.
Yeah, niece, like your
And now with his charity
sister's daughter or whatever, I don't know.
stretching around the world, his generosity knows no bounds. I'd like to propose a toast to Lucky Quinn.
Mayor Rushmore, everyone. Thanks very much, Mayor.
It's the new one.
Enjoy your evening.
You're talking about Legions?
Thank you for helping.
I mean, I guess a random machine might have a bit more informative opinion on if Watch Dogs Legion is any good, or at least casual playthrough. I don't know, personally didn't really like it too much.
I want out from this.
I think it's okay. I think it's the worst one. 1 and 2 are better than that. But I still have some fun.
Yeah, obviously there's cool aspects on that game, but like I guess the story is a bit more lacking because you literally can control any characters there, which there's not like your protagonist yourself. It's a bit more harder to build a story around that.
Well, I also don't like the mission and the gameplay design. I think it's not as good as 1 or 2.
Yeah, it's not that intuitive. It's I don't know. I guess you have some different ways of approaching it, but still, I don't know. There's something missing.
You've ruined me. I'm not going to stand for it anymore. Are you listening to me, Lucky?
Never finished. Failed on Iron Man mode. So right here it's gonna do the hotel hack, and hopefully if we get lucky here we enter this hotel with this bike and don't get rapid fired by guards, which they already spot you super early on. Just go all the way here and pray you don't get killed. By these guys trying to ambush you, because they're really prone to rapid firing you. Your random machine is really good at this hacking minigames. Yes, studied them quite a bit to know how they're done, even without thinking about them too much. So
good.
It was pretty nice entry to the hotel elevator without killing too many guys. Yeah, I don't know, some side missions are decent, but I don't know, I'm kinda on the main story, because the side missions are kinda, I don't know. Actually, I haven't played them too much, so can't really say.
My niece died.
Didn't add too much value, but
girl.
Oh. Is this what all the fuss is about? You must forgive me. You know, so many people come to me with the little problems. Yeah, it's hard to keep track sometimes.
Not too much going on in this mission except a couple shooting parts and there's just character building or just story development here. No, actually not character building, just I don't know. On the shootout here before we reach Lucky Queen again, or his final hideout spot. Just really convenient here, using a blackout to fully dodge all of these enemies here. So one of the best ways to maneuver around. Guys, they're reloading a safe hole. Stops the blackout because we need to hack some stuff again. We have lights back on, and we immediately know what's the locker for unlocking Queen's hideout spot, and just a friendly banter with him until we end up taking his life.
You're a young man, Mr. Pierce. Just walk away.
Yeah, through signed voyage. Killed almost the whole city. Yeah, I don't know. It's like a kind of weak basis, or like a weak reasoning for doing all this horrible stuff for one person.
More elusive than we anticipated.
But I don't know. That's just how it works. Bit of a plot hole, but yeah. So here we're just gonna, I don't know, stop Lucky Queen's heart, because he has a electronical peacemaker which can be hacked apparently.
Your concern is charming, but I'd concentrate on your escape.
Right now. I came here for you.
What are you doing?
Using grenade to dialogue skip your own dialogue.
You've tried to destroy me.
I skipped almost the whole voice line.
Apart. One by one.
Another crazy amount you can do here, just a couple short dialogue skips and then the cutscene starts playing.
You expect me to beg? Lucky Quinn? On his knee.
Not too much here either. I'll just
Beg all you want, that doesn't interest me.
You don't even know why we attacked you. It was a mistake. We thought you wanted this.
Don't lie to me, Rose.
You were just sloppy. If you'd walked away,
Proof.
I would have forgotten you. What a lovely woman Rose Washington. Wasn't for her death, where would I be? Most women die without purpose. But she had enough sense to die in front of the camera. See, and our mayor, never tidy with his secrets. And stupid enough to fall in love.
All of this. Lena's death. Because you didn't want to lose a puppet.
Do you think you've won? See, when I die, they'll build a statue. And you
have to help me.
The city didn't stop for your grieving family. Because you don't matter.
I know. I have proof.
Haven't you heard? I'm the vigilante. I clean up mess like you.
So now it's to the final part of the
My city.
yeah, we're just gonna stop his heart with this electronical peacemaker. After which, where police start chasing after us, and we're gonna upload this video file he had.
I'd be lying to myself. I finally feel awake.
The police escape should go fairly smoothly. We just use blackout again and get on a boat.
Can change her death.
The boat is kinda OP way to escape cops, at least in this part.
Make a difference.
Yeah, blackout and boat.
Yeah, what were you gonna say?
It's Quinn after all.
Oh, I just say I'm gonna use blackout and boat.
Yeah, exactly.
What?
You'll see.
That makes more sense. Good night, Timestein. Hopefully you had fun. Yeah, watching today's content. Good night, man. So just black out here. Cops start seeing you. Cops stop seeing you, and start searching for you. And 45 seconds, or just escaping the radius given. And we gotta get our menu ready to do this kind of precise. It's not a glitch, but it's like you need to teleport almost instantly when you have lost the cops, where you do the place where you need to go to church, because most of the time when you escape you need to like do the intro for this mission, but since we did this sort of
explain to me.
can I call it a glitch? where we actually got the graveyard even before the intro.
Yeah, it skips a cutscene.
Yeah, skips a cutscene and some stuff like that. Where Claire starts T-posing.
I think it's fucking sad. How could you let her play you?
Leave her, Damien. I'm serious. Leave her out of this.
Did you forget? We're not partners anymore.
So we get this call from Damien, but the mission hasn't even spawned in the map yet, but we can already enter this mission area. And almost immediately began. And this death is really anticlimactic, but yeah. Full power killing these guys. Yeah, we purchased some skills in between from the start of the game. If you look at it back, there's a couple of points where it's useful to purchase them, and we do so like 3 times throughout the run. And fill out our skill slots.
Funeral. I could see how you made him feel safe.
And just gonna wait here for Nag.
We hide in the dark.
Claire's actually not dead, but her character model still exists there, T-posing.
Enough to say that we didn't know that lives would be lost or that it was only a job. I thought if I could help you heal, help you find answers, maybe I could heal myself. But I can't. When this is all over, I hope we can at least talk. Or if not, at least I can't disappear. That's something I'm good.
And after this, we're entering the, dare I say, the very last mission.
What have I done? I brought this on Clara. And all of this comes down to blackmail. 6-year-old girl dies because an old man wants to protect his secrets.
So gonna wait for this dialogue a bit, and then we can teleport to the bunker.
But their hands.
After
I'm done with.
After talking for a bit. Yeah, I don't need to use coin game since bunker is one of our home bases or yeah, whatever, hangout spots. So yeah, crafting a couple blackouts there for the very end of this run. So Aiden decides to fucking send this video what he got from Quinn earlier on.
Reported missing over a year ago. Mayor Rushmore has refused to comment, but a statement released by City Hall claims the footage is a fake, made by the hacker group DedSec in order to discredit the mayor.
And after which we can drive our way towards the main city watch tower in the middle of the city. Where we have already done a couple of missions, but we're currently inside a mission where we can teleport around, so we're gonna use this muscle car given to us by the game. And just making it through here. Damien is gonna make it a bit more difficult with his explosives and traffic lights and stuff like that, barriers. Also raising bridges. But thankfully know this route already. Blackout actually helps with the combating against Damien.
my train when the lights go out.
I guarantee that's just the start of it. Damien has full access.
Over my dead body? I'm not gonna let my CTOS baby get jumped up by that wackadoodle. There's a weak point he won't know about. Now get over there and shut it down. I'll let you joyride quick and pronto.
So almost already there.
Nice to
We'll see about this final hack. It's really hard and super precise. You have like 3 separate layers which you have to do, like 3 different tiers. You have like couple of seconds to earn each of the pipes, and you have like 3 pipes for each round. So we'll see how this goes. Personally, I'm not like crazy experienced with this strat, but I think Random Machine might pull it off.
But then you know that very well, don't you?
Clean. A lot of practice has gone into this. This looks so much easier than it actually is. With all 3 rounds just like that.
Yeah, it was easy.
My man.
Impossible.
And kind of like Easter egg ending here.
Together we could change this.
Yeah, that's the biggest skip in Speedrun. It saves like 8 minutes.
True. Sometimes even more, like upwards of 10 minutes.
I've linked to a satellite from your TV.
Yeah, we were not expecting most likely vertigo in this one.
I'm gonna find it.
Considering the mistakes, still made this still a pretty nice one. All things considered.
Yeah, it might have been if not for Act 3.
Yeah, maybe. But we're still well below our estimate of time, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so that's fine. So, entering now the final portion of the last mission, where we actually go meet and kill Damien.
Why are you so dead?
Dude, this water quality looks so nice.
Got your sister back in Clara. She stabbed you in the back. She helped kill your precious Lena. You know it's true.
What about you? Some might blame you for Lena's death.
I wonder who would think that, huh? But why
So,
there? Perhaps we should blame
not anything special you can do here.
your plan.
Because in GTA 5 you can do the boat bouncing, which makes it faster, but here you can just control and W to go as fast as you can.
Oh yes, the vigilante. I've read your headlines.
You're the only problem I see now, and I'm coming for you. That's a lighthouse. Power's still running out there. That's Damien.
And just making it this lighthouse here, where not too much is going on. Trying to get a clean entry, which is sometimes very difficult.
First decided to pool our talent.
And just parkering your way through here.
We had so much drive, but never like this. Look outside. We've taken down a goddamn city.
And trying to make sure you don't climb too early here, because you can fall off.
Now I'm spending my final hour.
And that's a bit of a setback.
That's what they call the lighthouse lookout. The Widow's Walk. Did you know that? I didn't.
Just run the stairs and take the second last ladder. Bro, the last cutscene.
Give it to me.
Time coming up.
Yeah.
I don't
Yes,
know
sir, yes, sir.
in those
Bam.
final moments.
GG's good stuff, man.
Thank you.
I thought I could fix a little girl's
Yeah, no worries. What's the pleasure doing commentary?
Instead, it led to all of this.
Yeah, thanks for doing commentary for me.
Yeah, no worries, no worries.
Corrupted kings, a broken city, and me, changed man. I don't look back anymore. I don't regret.
Yeah, this will be world record if I didn't get the run last week.
Yeah, true.
This beats the old 324.48.
Once again,
Yeah, that's true.
Mayor Rushmore is dead.
So this is a really good run.
Yeah, it was. There's a couple of mistakes in Pawnee, and I don't know what other stuff was there.
South Club leader Lucky Quinn. Did the mayor kill?
I guess the one where you go save Nikki. A couple of fails there, but good shit.
Bloom Director of Public Relations Charlotte Gardner issued a statement.
Do you have any last words or?
We knew all along that our CTOS network would be a target
like
for
that.
hackers of all strengths and skills.
Yeah, I'm pretty much 30 minutes faster than second place.
Our system.
But like if we can get more runners, like better runs.
Yeah, I might one day improve it a bit.
Trips would close the systems off before any access could be gained. Your personal information remains
Definitely need more runners.
restored to full operations.
Yeah, I have like a lot of guides for this game. I made a auto splitter. We have that, yeah.
Spend more time
That's pretty nice.
Be active in our community.
Is it for segments or also for missions?
Any percent
Industries
for this first game.
needs. We are embarking on a global journey. We want the world to be a community. CTOS 2.
Well, Petrus already exists.
Putting you on the global
Sure.
stage.
I have written guides on Speedrun.com.
Making smart
Yeah.
cities even smarter. Up next, an interview with the
And also other useful information there, and also in Discord.
Renowned child psychologist Yolanda Mendez is with us.
Good stuff, man.
Dr. Mendez.
Definitely getting excited to implement some of this stuff into my runs too.
The man we
Yeah, I even have a hacking puzzle tutorial.
came about.
Yeah.
I met Mr. Pierce through
It's
the
big.
family. His sister.
This was a surprise.
Yeah, Petrus, go get the second place. It's kind of free right now because I didn't do too many of those crazy skips, except the last one.
Well, naturally, I can't discuss any of that. Not even their names.
Yeah.
No.
We need to get more finish flags there. There's August one from 6 years ago, and then there's mine. We need Petrus' run there too.
What he's really like. He masks his personality, and he's very good at it.
Yeah, if you want to follow my channel, I'm gonna be doing more world record attempts. I'm gonna try to get at least sub 321, and maybe even sub 320 if I can get fast enough.
You're writing a book.
Yes, I am.
We'll see about that.
About the whole experience.
And good luck with those. I gotta hit the bed. It's already 6 a.m.